The Mount Rushmore punishment was frosted tips and spray tans for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Hank, your frosted tips are popping.
I feel good about the hair. The tan, I don't know that I feel good about, but I'm going to focus on the positives. I feel good about the hair.
Yeah, you're almost doing Italian face right now.
Yeah, a little bit. On today's Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings, Week 14 in the NFL, we had some incredible football that we're going to recap. We also have a college football bracket. JMU is in. Notre Dame is out. We're going to recap everything. We have every game from Sunday. We have fastest 2 minutes, college football, championship Saturday, who's back of the week. Great show for you. And also a little bonus, PFT and Hank have paid off their Mount Rushmore bet. So they are sitting here with spray tans and frosted tips, and they look incredible. So go watch if you're listening right now. And it's all brought to you by our friends at Game Time. We are a few days into 12 days of Game Time, which means they're giving away prizes every day with a $5,000 grand prize at the end. If you still have not entered, go to 12daysofgametime.com. It is free and only takes a few seconds. This season, Game Time is celebrating the moments that made people's fans, and they have been enabling those moments for the past 12 years. Zach, what was your first concert that you ever went to?
First concert that I ever went to, I believe, was a 2015. I went to a G-Eazy concert.
Okay. Did that make you a fan?
It was a great concert. It was a good time.
There it is. Those are the type of moments with Game Time. So go. These are the type of moments Game Time is celebrating. Go to 12daysofgametime.com today for a chance to experience one of these moments. That's 12daysofgametime.com today for a chance to experience one of these moments. It's free to sign up. It takes only a few seconds. Go right now. They're giving out a bunch of stuff. 12daysofgametime.com. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, December 8th, week 14. What? No, gonna get him. What?
And let us be the last to forget Pearl Harbor Day.
We start in snowy Cleveland, where it's been far from a storybook season for the Browns. This would have been a BFG, a bad football game, if it weren't for hair-rolled doll Fanning and the Jerry Hungry Caterpillar, Judy, that is. On the other side, the Titans are like chat roulette. Usually when you tune in, it's Dick. But today, Webcam Ward did his job. The Browns defense forgot to put a Pollard on Tony, as the small dog had more bite than bark, running for 161 yards and 2 scores. And the game came down to a 2-point conversion. And in true Browns fashion, the team drew up a play with Quinn, Sean Williams, Scott Judkins saying, "Dude, where's the ball supposed to go?" As the Titans win their second game of the year. Titans 31, Browns 29. What?
We go to Minnesota, where Vikings fans have been watching quarterback play this year from J.J. McCarthy and Carson Wentz as their own personal 9-11. But 9-inch nails looked at the Commanders and said, "I will make you hurt." The Commies drove down the field behind Jaden Jack Daniels, making some very risky throws, but found Tebow Samuel absolutely positively refusing to score, even though very attractive targets were practically throwing themselves at him. After that, it was all Vikings, as Josh Oliver Twist caught a touchdown and said, "I want some more, sir," and caught another one. Justin Thomas Jefferson saw the opposing fans claiming they were from the district and said, "UDC or UVA." But he had a hard time handling the Duke today, too, putting up a no-show. Daniels, meanwhile, exited the game to welcome rookie Shedeur Sanders into the 300-yard passing club, a career milestone for any young quarterback. Congrats to Shedeur. The Commanders get shut out because they're complete dog shit and are now on Caleb Downs' watch. The Vikings show life, and JJ is aging like 5'9". Vikings 31, Commanders nothing.
We head to Baltimore, where Max was there for the big AFC North battle.
We head over to Baltimore, where, like a good neighbor, Aaron Mr. Rogers was there as he rewound time to rush for the game's first touchdown and bring back the discount double check. Then, hello, Lamar Jackson. Are you for real? That was such a bad pick that you threw. Now look at that, the Steelers' lead just grew. As Pittsburgh took advantage and continued to clap those cheeks with a Kenneth Make-It-Rain-Well touchdown. But it was the Ravens that fought back as Isaiah Like Mikely started hooping on the Steelers' defense by scoring and making it a one-score game. But ultimately it was the Steelers who got the last laugh as Jalen Warden locked up the game with a 38-yard touchdown. Steelers 27, Ravens 22.
Thanks, Max, staying out east. We have memes with the Jets and the Dolphins.
In MetLife, the Dolphins coach Mike McMarty Daniels said, "Some weak, pathetic pussy coined the phrase, winning isn't everything. But this is not one of those situations. The offense started fast as Tua Tagovailoa was handing the ball off to Devin 2 Chains, but I got me a few on, and hitting Jalen Waddle. Don't act like a sloppy model. You just hit the lotto by getting off to a 21-0 lead. Ty Pennington Taylor said, "Bus driver, move that bus for undrafted rookie Brady Cook Poo." Here. Brady Cook Poo. Here. To make his debut. But the only scoring for the Jets came as special teams coach Chris Banjo-Kazooie was dialing up a touchdown to find the missing puzzle piece in the end zone. Bill Vinovitsky is the deadliest ref on earth with a dodgeball, as he was calling nothing but low blocks that were just tackles. That's how bad this game was. You get a boomer about a ref. Come on, Ali Gordon and Jalen Wright Thompson were writing a memoir on how to run all over the Jets defense. And after being eliminated for 15 years in a row, Andrew Beck was singing for Jets fans everywhere, "I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me, please." Dolphins 34, Jets 10.
What? We go to Western New York, where the snow was falling down, and the Bills were getting wrapped up as he don't lie, Joe Kane, Burrow, and the Bengals are clinging to life like it's a motorboat just north of Venezuela. Twisted T. Higgins was a great way to start the afternoon, going down the field easy, but then James Cookout threw everything on the menu at him. In the second half, A.J. Epinesa Scrooge stopped the celebration with an interception, and Josh Allen Dershowitz slipped out of the arms of the law and escaped with only getting light massages from the Bengals defense, never once removing his underwear. The Bills mount a furious comeback, and no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Bills 39, the Bengals 34.
Down to Florida, where you're going to have a twofer with Hank starting us off.
In Duval. Great place to get a tan, by the way. Travis.
Oh no, Boom.
Hey, look off.
Oh no,
I
Boom.
got tan in my throat. I got tan in my
You
throat.
got this, Boom.
Travis, watch your ETN. Watch your ETN. Started the scoring early with a 3-yard scamper. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was running wild in America and the Jags secondary when he bolted in for a 1-yard score. Jacoby Michael Myers caught a yutty and pointed to the pool after and said, "There's frickin' sharks and with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads up there." In the second half, Tim Patrick, you can get your ass kicked worse than that little Riley Leonard bastard. And Groupie, you could score 3 from 30, 6 to cut the deficit to 15. Riley B.B. King Leonard's thrill of his first game was all but gone after he was sacked by Josh Allen, for a safety, and the Jags win 36-19.
Thanks, Hank. Sticking in Florida, Zach with the Bucs.
In Tampa. Is that a dwarf planet? Nope, that's Devin Neil deGrasse Tyson getting absolutely out of this world on the Bucs defense as he meteor strikes through the Milky Way and into the end zone.
Oh, we got another cough in Florida,
He's got
Boom.
tan in his throat.
He's got tan in his throat, Boom.
What? So instead, shortly after, Baker Mayfield, growing tall, cut the grass, find a pass, gets one off to big buck Hunter Irving, who trots back and forth, avoiding the hunt on the defense, and gets in for 6 points. But it was all Saints. Tyler from Dude Perfect Shuck hits a trick shot, one like the likes he'll never hit again, down the field and into the score. No, there wasn't a green screen. No, it wasn't CGI. Tyler Shuck just ran 34 yards to the crib.
First try.
Unfortunately, for some, he's not done. Tyler Perry's Chuck reminds everybody, women might be able to fake orgasms, but there's nothing fake about these 6 points in the end zone. Hell to the yeah. Saints 24, Bucs 20.
Thank you, Zach. We finish in the frozen tundra where the Bears and Packers met for NFC North supremacy. It's that time of year. No, not December, not Christmas, Toyota-thon. And Jordan, I can't help falling in love with great deals on SUVs and touchdown passes, was ready to go, hitting Christian Deshaun Watson. Is he a pervert too, Teach? Probably should be investigated.
Pervert.
For 2 touchdowns on the day, the Bears found themselves in a hole but climbed out of it on the backs of Kyle. Now here's a Monangai and Caleb Williams finding Colston. We call him Kevin Costner in Waterworld because he loves land. The game came down to a 4th and 1 when the Packers, Kashawn, I am not a crook, Nixon picked off Caleb Williams for the game-winning interception. And it turns out Richard Nixon was a crook, and the Packers probably should be investigated too. Lock them up. Packers 28. Bears 21. And that is week 14. Fastest 2 minutes brought to you by our friends at Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready. It's the Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, in our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Okay, week 14 in the books. What a weekend of football. We're going to get to everything because we got to talk college football bracket. We got to talk the championship Saturday. We had awesome games on Sunday. PFT and Hank have also paid off their Mount Rushmore bet. That's why they're looking so good right now. How you boys feeling?
We're looking great. I mean, Hank has been really into left December, but we're doing January right now.
Yeah.
And the boys are bronze.
So for people who don't remember, because it was a while ago, but we wanted to do it during a time when people are not very tan, the Mount Rushmore punishment was frosted tips and spray tans for a week. Mm-hmm. Hank, your frosted tips are popping.
I feel good about the hair. The tan, I don't know that I feel good about, but I'm going to focus on the positives. I feel good about the hair.
Yeah, you're almost doing Italian face right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little. I mean, the people.
Big Tom might like you again if he sees you.
The people doing the spray tan said
Did you wear the tracksuit because of that?
Yeah, I did. I was trying to think of like a good fit for spray tan and frosted tips. They said they were giving us the bodybuilder day of competition. Level 10,
yeah. And you got it.
Which is, I'm like borderline worried I'm getting canceled. So if you're watching, please don't do that.
No clips.
Yeah.
No clips of this at all. No, it feels, I feel great. Hank looks good. The frosted tips really, actually, your hair looks awesome with those.
It is. My mom, I wanted to do this when I was, I don't know, 3rd, 4th grade. My mom wouldn't let me. So this is like a childhood dream come true.
So you did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You finally did it.
Yeah.
I came home. I had this when I was in 7th grade. Yeah.
That adds up.
And so, yeah.
That tracks.
Hank, the best compliment I can pay Hank is that you look like you're the lead singer of a band that I would absolutely love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I was 13 years old.
Should we talk some football?
Please.
We had some great football today, although this whole entire podcast lost, and Max plays tomorrow night. But let's talk some football. We had, to start the day, an awesome game. Bills 39, Bengals 34. This game was everything. The snow, it was, I don't want to be like basic white girl, but it was everything.
The snow football, when it's in Buffalo, is special. And I know that they've got a new stadium they're designing that's designed to keep the wind out. I hope it doesn't keep the snow out.
No, it won't.
I need the snow games in Buffalo. That needs to keep going. It was a classic game because you had the Bengals going up big. You had their defense continuing to be the best defense in the NFL inside the 1 yard line.
Yep.
That's where they just turn the ball over all the time.
Yep.
They're like, I think they forced 2 fumbles on James Cook inside the 1 yard line. And then back on Thanksgiving, they had obviously that big forced fumble that they had against the Ravens.
Isaiah Likely, yeah.
Yeah, and they just continue to be nuisances inside. I don't even know what you would call that. It's not the red zone. Like inside the one, the brown zone. I don't know what it is.
Gold zone.
It's the gold zone.
Yeah,
it's
but
better.
Well, no, gold zone was. Remember that was. I think that was the moment that we realized Nathaniel Hackett might not be it.
Yeah,
but he's like, I've reimagined the red zone. We call it the gold zone because of Austin Powers and PFT. Were like, yeah, dude, yeah.
That's awesome.
We're not going to bash you until like week 12 because you were nice enough to give us an interview on Grit Week.
Yep. But then the Buffalo defense woke up.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, this was the game where we joked about it last week that don't let the Bengals in the playoffs. Like, no, you know what? The playoffs are probably not going to let the Bengals in. But in the first half, that was as dangerous as the Bengals could possibly look. They had 3 straight touchdown drives. Joe Burrow was on fire. They were 10 for 12 on third downs. T. Higgins was back, was making incredible catches. Mike Gesicki, like everything was working. And then in a matter of seconds, the game basically fell apart for the Bengals because Christian Benford made one of the coolest interception pick sixes I think I've ever seen. Given the snow, given everything, he made an incredible play on a screen pass and took it back to the house. And then Joe Burrow threw another interception on tip ball, and it was game over.
And then Josh Allen just went Josh Allen on him.
Oh, Josh Allen.
Full Josh Allen.
I don't know what – so there was a couple Josh Allen plays in this game. Obviously, the 40-yard touchdown play was awesome where there was just no one in sight, and he just ran it home. But that touchdown throw he made in the first half to Khalil Shakir where he had to run around in the pocket, and then he threw it to Shakir with – I think there was probably 3 guys. It was a 4th and 4, 3 guys around Shakir, and he threw an absolute seed right to him. That's basically you can't defend it. Josh Allen he had an awesome game. Joe Burrow had an awesome game. It was just the turnovers in the end for the Bengals that did him in because that was basically the game.
Yep, and the Bills continue to be very confusing because they have done really well against some really good teams this year. So if you look at the Bills and historically who they end up playing in the playoffs, the classes of the AFC, they beat the Bengals and Joe Burrow. They beat the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes.
These teams are not very good this
I know,
year.
but I'm saying the quarterbacks and the teams. They beat the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. So they've beat up on all their old foes, but they're just struggling against some of the other teams.
The new foes they got to worry about.
Yeah, the new foes are presenting to be issues for the Bills. But the Bills, they got to keep winning. They got to keep doing it because they've put themselves in a spot where, every game will matter to them.
Well, here's what I would say if you're a Bills fan that probably makes you excited about this game. And this is something we talked about with Chris Long about a month ago where he's saying that, they don't have a traditional one wide receiver. They have Shakir, they have Keon Coleman, and they obviously James Cook is awesome, but their tight ends are a matchup nightmare, and they finally got both back healthy. And their tight ends were 11 catches for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that's like today was back to the Bills' full offense. Now, can their defense get enough stops, which is kind of what has happened in the Bills' playoffs in the last few years? I don't know. But at least the offense looked like it was back to where it had been, taking out, obviously the Texans just destroyed them. The game against the Dolphins where they looked bad. This was, and the Bengals defense is bad, but this was the Bills offense looking good again.
Yeah, they look great. How awesome is it to be a Bills fan where you just get to watch Josh Allen every single weekend?
Yeah.
It's great.
He's the man.
So exciting. I mean, I'm not a Bills fan. I love the Bills Mafia. I love Josh Allen. I love watching him play. But just imagine if that was yours. And every weekend it was like I get to watch Josh Allen play football again on Sunday.
Just throw absolute seeds down the field. I mean, same with Joe Burrow. I mean, the Bengals, so this is the first Bengals season since 2020 that they're going to finish under 500 because they obviously just took their 9th loss. It sucks. You still obviously have some, hope in the future because Joe Burrow, this is the type of game outside of the interceptions, which those sucked, but it wasn't like, I mean, the Christian Benford was that was more Christian Benford made a perfect play.
Yeah, it was a great play.
Joe Burrow, how did you make that throw? It's just Christian Benford timed it up, and it was, again, one of the coolest interceptions, pick sixes.
Just snatched.
Given the situation, given the setting, the Bengals were up 10 with 8 minutes left in the 4th, and then with 3 minutes left, they were down by 11. But Josh Allen is got to be a joy to watch at all times, and it was a hell of a comeback by the Bills, who they kind of needed this game because next week, I know Hank, you were talking about making it a T-shirt and hat game.
I'm not. It just is.
Is it
Yeah.
still?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I thought it was
Officially.
the Bills had to lose for it to be a T-shirt and hat game.
Still is.
It's officially a T-shirt and hat game.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Now, pretty sure. Is it also a passing of the torch game? Can the torch get passed back to Josh Allen after he passed it to Drake May?
No, they cannot. Yeah, Patriots can clinch the AFC East with a win Week 15.
Okay, so T-shirt
over
and hat
Buffalo.
game.
Yeah.
Have you been doing no naps?
No naps.
For sure, no naps.
No naps. Yeah.
Okay.
You just said the other day on the stream that you just wanted to fall asleep until January, I thought.
I wanted to. I did not.
You didn't. You didn't nap. Did you see they brought back the old school chain gang because there was so much snow?
I love it. Good.
Awesome.
Good. Bring it back. We love the
Awesome.
chain gang.
Yeah, that they need to be out there more often.
Agreed.
And T. Higgins reminded everyone. I mean, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. That, like I said, the Bengals. I don't think you're happy if you're a Bengals fan because this was a completely wasted season where you had some hopes, especially after re-signing those guys. But at least down the stretch, Joe Burrow came back and is playing well, and you're like, you don't have to worry about going into next year like, oh, is he hurt still, or is he gonna have like he's just as good as ever.
Yeah, you get to watch fun football at least. And T. Higgins, the way he played, like T. Higgins is number one wide receiver on almost any team.
Yeah,
he's incredible. He made some great grabs, great passes too by Joe Burrow on those touchdowns.
Yeah, and this is by the way, I think this is so. If the Bills do not beat the Patriots next week and the AFC East is decided, the Bills have 2 final games at this stadium because they obviously are going to be a lower seed, probably have to go on the road in the playoffs.
Yep.
So these are kind of farewell games to this stadium in the history of this stadium.
I love it. And I really hope that Josh does at some point try to throw the ball out of the stadium again. He's kind of stopped doing that to celebrate touchdowns.
That would be cool.
He's aimed lower because I think they told him that they would give him fines if he actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, you only got how many more home games do they have? They have 2?
2 more home games, Week 17 and Week 18.
2 more home games. Josh, please, for
Just
the people.
one last time.
You can be the only man to ever throw a football out of that stadium, and we'll remember that for forever.
And just wait till it's a windy game because you won't be able to do it when they conquer the wind.
No, the rails or whatever, the top of it's too high at the new stadium.
Yeah.
You won't be able to, you'll never have this opportunity again. I would love to see you do it, Josh.
There were 2 total punts in this game. That's how fun it was.
I love that.
Snow football.
I feel like Bengals games constantly reset the stat of like we've never seen a game with this few punts before.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible to watch.
By the way, I think we touched on it on Friday, but so Joe Flacco just got sent home?
No, that was a fake report.
Oh.
Fake screenshot.
Oh. Okay, good.
Fake screenshot.
I didn't even see him on the sideline today.
I do have a request.
That would have been so mean.
I do have a request from the Bengals.
Yeah.
For the good of the league, waive Joe Flacco. And then, or cut him or whatever. And then let the Colts pick him up.
That would be cool.
Bring him back.
That would be cool.
Bring him back to Indy.
The Colts, yeah.
Like we've got a couple of these quarterbacks that bounce around and they almost, for the common good, teams should set them free when they need to be free. Jameis being one of them, Joe Flacco being the other. You got Joe Burrow back. Just let Joe go back to Indy.
There was a moment in this game where I did fall for the don't let the Bengals get into the playoffs. When they went up early, and then I looked at their schedule, and I was like, oh, maybe, because they have the Ravens next week, and then the last 3 games are very winnable. Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Like, oh, maybe don't let the Bengals get into the playoffs.
Yeah, this was the one.
This was the one. I guess the Steelers. I don't know if they're not officially eliminated, but they're for all intents and purposes.
I think you could get in at 8-9.
Yeah.
But they're not going to.
Yeah. Okay, next game. Speaking of, Steelers 27, Ravens 22. The most Mike Tomlin game possible when the noise is at its peak, when his sons want to fight and punch Jersey Jerry, when everyone is looking for Mike Tomlin to be anywhere but Pittsburgh. He rallies the troops. Aaron Rodgers, a little throwback performance. The first time since October that he completed a pass over 20 air yards to DK Metcalf. Or no, in general, but he did it to DK Metcalf. He ran in a touchdown. He did the discount double check. The Steelers win and take control of the AFC North. And take control of it in like they are now 67% chance to go to the playoffs and 66% chance to win the AFC North. So it was a very, very important game. And it took Aaron Rodgers basically being Aaron Rodgers again. That was probably his best game he played as a Steeler.
Yeah, he looked good today. And I do think that Arthur Smith saw like whatever the Spotify Wrapped equivalent for the Steelers offense has been. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh shit, I really don't throw the ball downfield at all. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, they're like, we're going to hit DK downfield. We're going to get him going vertically as opposed to just, doing the 70% of your offense being a screen pass to Kenny Gainwell or Jaylen Warren. And the offense looked good. They look very good today. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about the officiating right now because there were more than enough fingers to point at the refs today.
The refs stink everywhere.
The refs stink everywhere.
Yes.
But you had two calls that just kind of both seemed to go against the Ravens in favor of the Steelers that it's tough to make sense of.
Yeah.
The first being the Aaron Rodgers interception that he threw. It got tipped up. Rodgers caught the ball. The ball got taken away from him as he was going to the ground. His knee might have hit the ground as the ball was being taken away from him.
We never saw a conclusive where the ball was in the middle of that scrum.
No, we didn't.
It was a bad day for replays in general, I feel like.
Bad replay day. And then later on, I believe it was the Ravens' second to last drive of the game, just under 3 minutes, I think, left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson hits Likely downfield for a touchdown. Would have put the Ravens ahead. And he takes his first step, he takes his second step, and then as his third foot is coming down, the ball is stripped out of his hands.
Yes.
They review it, and the replay review says that it was not a catch because you have to make the football act.
Mm-hmm.
So the football act...
You got to make the football, dance.
You have to make a football move. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant make the football act, act up.
An act common to the game of football.
Yes.
Which I guess could be like wiping your nose in a violent gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Would count as one of those.
Just squeezing the rock.
But they said that there's the first part, this is from the Vice President of Instant Replay, Mark Butterworth.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think is a psyop.
Everyone just calls that guy Butterworth.
I think it's a psyop.
That's a one-name
Butterworth,
guy.
Is he fat?
I don't think that he's real.
Can we get a picture of Mike Butterworth, please?
I don't think that he's real. I think that's a name.
If he doesn't have super fat cheeks, I'm gonna say get Butterworth out of here.
I think he's AI, and I think that they wanted
NFL,
a guy.
Search Mike Butterworth NFL.
They wanted a guy with
Mike or Mark?
the most
Mark Butterworth,
most friendly
Mark?
sounding name ever.
Mark Butterworth.
Mark Butterworth.
Mark Butterworth.
How it's
Oh,
hard.
there he is.
Yeah.
Wait. Mark Butterworth.
It's hard to be mad at a man named Butterworth.
He needs
so
to be
many.
fatter.
Oh wait, it's got to be this guy.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
him.
got to be. He's got pretty big cheeks.
No,
I still need Butterworth fatter.
he needs to be fatter.
I need him round with a little mustache, kind of almost like a Monopoly man-esque.
I need him a little oily, always damp.
I want to see him. I want my Mark Butterworth to be no different than a bowling ball. Just roll him right down the lane.
Rosy ass cheeks.
Yeah, and he just walks in. It's Butterworth, and he's kind of, while he's walking into the league offices, he's just kind of not silently, actually making sound, farting out of his butt like a little trombone. Mark Butterworth, here he comes.
When they bring him on, if they ever get this guy on TV to explain his calls, I need a tuba in the background.
Yeah, here comes
Narrating
Mark
him.
Butterworth. He's gonna ask you, are you gonna finish that?
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna finish that? Can I have a bite? Are you gonna finish that? Mark Butterworth.
Always chewing on something.
Okay, so that's Butterworth.
We took a look at the review, and it was not an act common to the game of football.
He's just spilling all over himself in the command center.
So according to Mark Butterworth,
Not real.
the receiver controlled the ball in the air, had his right foot down, then his left foot down. The control is the first aspect of the catch. The second aspect is 2 feet or a body part in bounds, which he did have. Then the third step is an act common to the game, and before he could get the third foot down, the ball was ripped out. Therefore, it was an incomplete pass. All right, so he's saying that the third step counts as a football act.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that Likely extended the ball away from the defender to try to keep the defender from slapping it out of his hand.
Yes.
That would be an act common to the game of football, wouldn't it?
It was such a touchdown. I don't really understand it.
It was the standard is like if 50 drunk guys in a bar think it's a touchdown, it's
Right.
a touchdown, which I think is actually a great standard for it. A little hard to define. The NFL,
Which should be what Mark Butterworth is, drunk.
the NFL should actually have a bar,
Oh,
and there should be 50 drunk guys in there watching every game, and they should just ask the 50 drunk guys, was this a catch or not?
Mark Butterworth drinks the fruitiest drinks. He's never had a drink that isn't more sugar than alcohol.
Do you guys make that in daiquiri?
Mark Butterworth's drinking just eggnog at all times. Okay, so yeah, that was crazy. Isaiah Likely even said, I guess I should have gotten my third foot down,
Yeah.
which, yeah, you probably should have gotten your third foot down. But either way, the Ravens are broken. They look off.
Yeah,
Lamar looks off. He had a bad interception. Zay Flowers, he was getting it going with him a little bit. He ran a little bit, but and the Ravens could run the ball in this game. They ran for 217 yards. They just suck in the red zone. They were 2 for 6 in the red zone.
Yeah, no, this is not saying that the Ravens are the better football team. I think they're probably equal. I wouldn't be surprised if they split the series.
Yep.
If the Ravens beat them in Pittsburgh, but they did get hosed by the refs. Their offense does not look good. Lamar does not look good at all. He looked better, but it's still not the same Lamar that we've seen in the past.
Well, he looked better once they were down like 17-3.
Yeah.
Because they came out very slow in this game. The Steelers came out with a purpose. The Steelers came out like a team whose son was trying to fight Jersey Jerry, and people were saying he should go coach Penn State.
Yeah.
That's what they looked like. And Aaron Rodgers said to it after the game, he was asked about the heat on Mike Tomlin this past week and what this win means. He said, means maybe you guys will shut the hell up for a week.
Yeah. Oh,
I like that. And Mike Tomlin, did you see he blew a kiss to the camera after the game?
I saw that. That's as spicy as he gets.
That's Mike Tomlin saying, I've listened to everything. I hear you guys. Fuck you.
What's Mike Tomlin saying? I got a 2018 Pro Bowler,
Yeah.
Adam Thielen.
On the discount rack.
And we win.
And we win.
Now we win. 1 catch for 4 yards from Adam Thielen today,
Who are
by
the
way.
Steelers playing next week? Because if they're playing a bad team, they're going to lose. Because this was the Mike Tomlin spot. Like, this is what Mike Tomlin does. The games where he is, they're playing the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. They're going to lose.
They're probably going to lose that game.
Dolphins.
I was watching the post game after this was over, and Terry Bradshaw was talking about it.
Okay.
Terry said something that took my breath away.
Yeah.
He said, I've never met Mike Tomlin, but I'd like to congratulate him. He's done a great job this year.
Terry might be at that point where he doesn't remember meeting Mike Tomlin.
No, it doesn't surprise, because I know that Terry said some things about Mike Tomlin in the past that have been like kind of wild for a Steelers legend to say. But he said them in like 2017 when he was saying, I don't think he's a very good coach. So I understand why Tomlin wouldn't want to hang out with Terry after he said that. But that's still, when did Mike Tomlin become the coach of the Steelers?
Like 20 years ago.
2009, 2008?
Yeah. That's shocking.
Isn't that crazy that Terry Bradshaw has never met Mike? That's like Tom Brady never meeting Jordan.
That's what I mean. He was honored at Heinz Field. Oh no, that's 2002. So maybe, I don't know. When was the last time he was honored at Heinz Field? That's crazy,
isn't it? We need to get them together. We need to parent trap them.
All right, Pittsburgh Hall of Famers. Where was this? Let's see when this was. I don't know. I'm trying to find. 2007. When did he start coaching the Steelers?
I want to say 2008.
It might have been
sometime
like
right around
2008. That might be exactly when he started coaching the Steelers. How is that possible? They've never met?
Never met.
2007.
Oh.
2007, okay.
So then they've met. I mean, he's on the field for a game. There's just no way that they didn't.
Terry said they've never met.
There's just no way.
He said they'd never met. I don't know.
Okay.
But we should try to parent trap them somehow.
Yeah, we should get them together.
Get them together.
We absolutely need to get. I feel like the Steelers are a top organization that does, like, they have such a rich history that they're just always inviting guys back and doing like lunch with the legend kind of stuff.
I guess Terry, he works every Sunday during NFL season, so he's not back for that. But like a Monday night game, you can't fly Terry out.
Yeah. Do you want a fun fact about, so Aaron Rodgers obviously has taken some criticism as well as Mike Tomlin, but in the last 18 Steelers games, the Steelers are 7-11.
Okay.
All 7 of those wins are Aaron Rodgers. He's 7-5 as the Steelers head coach or as a quarterback. So they've lost all the other games. So they've lost 6 other games, and it wasn't Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback. So he is the best quarterback the Steelers have had in a while.
Yeah.
Since Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they could win a playoff game, PFT.
Well, I was looking at, we're still watching the Texans-Chiefs game right now. It's in the fourth quarter. It's tied 10-10. But if the Texans pull this off, then that would put, I think, the Chargers
right now it would be Steelers Bills for the first round.
There's a way that I think it's if the Chargers win tonight and if the Texans win, it might be the Chargers in there. That to me seems like their best chance is the Chargers at home in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, or if the Colts limp in,
Yeah.
that would be a chance. But yeah, if it's the Bills, it doesn't. If it's the Bills, the Texans, or the Chiefs, it feels like they might be in trouble. But they're in the playoffs as of right now, and this was a game that they were underdogs, and they went into Baltimore, and the Ravens are in trouble because the Ravens play the Bengals, Patriots, Packers, and Steelers to finish. That's not an easy schedule.
It's not. It's
And
not.
So I just can't. I expected the Ravens, like that. We all saw their win streak coming, and then I expected them to keep kind of the momentum and steal the AFC North from the Steelers, and it just kind of stalled in the last 2 weeks.
It has. And credit to Asante Samuel
Yeah.
on Say What Needs to Be Said.
What do you say?
That's when he said that DK is the problem.
Oh, say what needs to be said.
On
Yeah,
Say,
that's right.
Say
That's
What
right.
Needs to Be Said, the podcast. Yeah, he was saying that DK's been a non-factor. He's most of the problem.
Say what needs to be said. They're okay. So next game, scared of the Ravens anymore? You play them in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we'll see after that game.
Okay.
Lamar did call this a playoff game beforehand.
So they're out.
Yeah, so Lamar, you should just let us refer to games after you win them as being basically playoff games.
Yeah, that's not
But
good.
the second
so
you
if
start
this
to
is on his
acknowledge
playoff
that-
game record, that's not good.
Yeah, he put that on his record.
Yeah. Also, Derrick Henry had like another crazy. He hit another accomplishment that only Derrick Henry could hit. He became the fourth player in NFL history to have 1,000 rush yards and 10 rush TDs in at least 7 career seasons. So that's pretty good.
Good job, Derek.
He's a Hall of Famer. Okay, next up, Saints 24, Bucs 20. This one was a shocker. It was a Tyler Shuck game.
Yeah, Chuck looked good.
Tyler Shuck is electric. Max is a big Tyler Shuck
I'm
guy.
in on Shuck. Shuck, best quarterback of the class.
You
I mean-
Shuck boy?
Oh, yeah. I'm a Shuckster.
Those two, one was a designed QB run that was just perfect because there was just no one on the Bucs defense on that side of the field. The other one was a true scramble. Yeah, the 13-yard one when there was tied 17-17. That was just Tyler Shuck being Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
Like that was Tyler Shuck making plays.
That's a Louisville Tyler Shuck right there.
Yeah. I still don't know how his name is Shuck.
I don't get it either, but I'm just going
It
to...
bothers me.
I like saying it.
Yeah.
And I don't know where, like, what the country of origin is. SHOUGH? Shuck?
Don't get it.
I'm just going to roll with it. I'm a Shuck boy.
And we're Shucksters. What did you say? Shucky Cheese?
Yeah, Shucky Cheese.
Shucky Cheese.
That was I'm a Shuck guy. I'm a big Shuck guy.
You're a big mother.
I saw one Twitter video of like him having nice throws. I was like, wow, this guy's really good.
He throws a very catchable
Yeah.
ball.
He's good.
He kind of lofts it up there. And, you know, the Saints are obviously eliminated, but they can play spoiler here, and they did today. And the Saints defense has actually been playing really well. They've allowed 18 points a game in their last 4. So they're fighting. Tyler Shuck's fighting. They've got some rookies out there. Devin Neal played a good game. I have a question for you, Zach, though, because that was probably enough Saints talk. Credit to the Saints. Credit to Tyler Shuck. It's exciting if you're a Saints fan being like, hey, maybe Tyler Shuck could be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, they might not be drafting a quarterback with the 5th overall pick. I don't know.
Is that where they are right now?
Right now, they're
they
number
might win
5.
Another game. I feel like the Saints are kind of in that frisky category where they could definitely win another game. You go to the Dome.
Now,
Easy.
we-
They play the Jets and Titans.
Are we thinking we're talking like about Tyler Shuck in the same type of way that we were talking about Spencer Rattler at times? Are we a little
Wrong.
bit
He already has more wins than Spencer
No,
Rattler.
Okay.
Spencer Rattler, we were saying he didn't play so bad in another loss.
He wasn't like he wasn't 0-10 bad, even though he was 0-10.
Spencer Rattler was a lot of, hey, if you watch the game, even though the Saints lost their 10th straight game,
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler wasn't the primary problem. He was a problem, secondary, tertiary problem, but not the primary problem. Tyler Shuck, he just wins football games, and not a lot of them.
You know what?
He
what?
actually loses more than he wins, but he's won 2 games since he's taken over as starter.
I think the man's a gamer.
I think he is
We
as well.
we might have a gamer on our hands.
Undefeated against divisional foes.
That's all that matters.
Divisional foes.
I actually
the worst
was-
kind of foes.
I forgot that the Bucs.
Actually, that's not true. Lost to the Falcons.
And he
Take it
lost.
back.
Yeah, I guess he didn't lose to the Bucs, but I forgot the Saints lost to the Bucs earlier. But I was thinking about it. If There should be a rule that if you can somehow go 6-0 in your division, but you suck otherwise, you still go to the playoff.
Yeah, this is the ACC of the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they in the last month, they've beaten the two teams that are tied for the top of the NFC South right now in the Panthers and the Bucs, and they get to play the Panthers again. Zach, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Are the Bucs good?
Right now, the Bucs are okay.
Okay.
I think we're a good team. I don't think we're playing like a good team. Like today was a really close game. If we were a good team, today shouldn't be close at all.
That was crazy, by the way.
That was nuts.
The Chiefs just went for it on 4th and 1 on their own 25-yard line or 30-yard line. That was crazy. Sorry. I was just shocked that they just went for that after shutting down the Texans the entire second half. They are say that again.
Like if we were truly a good team, days like today, it's not supposed to be a close game at all. It's supposed to be show up, get the divisional win, move on to next week.
Yeah.
We got a couple of division games left on the schedule. Those would be good. I said earlier in the year I wasn't scared of the Panthers. Us and the Panthers tied. Still not all the way scared, kind of maybe frightened a little bit.
You're a little frightened by the Panthers. Not scared, but frightened.
Not scared, a little frightened. Yeah, like a jump scare. Like you weren't going to be scared, but somebody forced you into being scared.
So the Panthers, if you had to describe the Panthers, you're basically like the Panthers are a friend you're not intimidated by, but you turn a corner and you're like, whoa, hey, oh, it's you.
Yes. Like, we're good. We're okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We got this.
The Panthers are a noise that you think you hear in a new house. Like you're staying in an Airbnb, not familiar with the walls, the creaks, and it's like 2 a.m. and you're trying to close your eyes, and then you hear something that you think might be downstairs.
Yes.
That's the Panthers.
You think they're a ghost, they're just a water bottle that pops.
Yeah. I got you.
So the Bucs have lost 5 of the last 7. This is supposed to be the easy part of their schedule. This was a game that they were definitely favored to win by more than a touchdown. And they just it just feels like it never gets going for them offensively anymore. And, the Ibuka drop at the end of the game, that was bad. That wasn't a perfect pass, but he was wide open. You have to catch that ball.
Catch that.
But Baker I think Baker's hurt. We know he's hurt.
Sure.
Shoulder. He had a hand thing today where it looked like they were putting some type of cement mix in his hand. And he's now gone 4 straight games without throwing for 200 yards. And it just feels like it feels like everything's a struggle for the Bucs. Is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I'm very, very rarely right about things. But this is kind of the way I saw this game going. I didn't think that the Saints were going to win necessarily, but Baker hasn't looked good, and he's a tough motherfucker, and he will pretend to not be hurt when he's actually very hurt. And I think that's what's probably happening with him right now. It's going to be good. I mean, we can say this about the Bucs. They're fucking around.
Yeah.
They're fucking around too much. And they are going to get Mike Evans back, which is going to be big for them. I think he had a collarbone, right?
Yeah.
And I think he should be like 100% healthy by the time he gets back. That's going to be very big for the offense. And so I still think that the Bucs are going to win that division, make the playoffs, but they're fucking around.
But I guess my question would be why? Because why can't the Panthers just win the division? I know that They play twice.
They play each other twice.
The Panthers do play the Saints next week. If they can beat the Saints, like they play each other twice. If the Panthers win both games, the first one is in Carolina. I just think that maybe because we've expected the Bucs to be good and they have been good and they've won the division so many years in a row, we're just conditioned to say, well, yeah, the Bucs will win the division. Why not the Panthers?
No,
they're tied for first.
It definitely could happen. I still think that the Bucs will do it, but I'm not going to be shocked if the Panthers end up pulling it off.
The Bucs, looking at the NFC playoff picture, is very funny because the Bucs are now the sore thumb, just sitting right in the middle with that 4 seed, and every other. The Bears are now down to the 7 seed at 9-4, and the Bucs are sitting there with the 4 seed at 7-6. It's just like one of these things is not like the other with the way they've been playing recently, but that's how divisions work. So you can't – I feel like every year we have this conversation. I have no problem with the division setup. It's just some years you're in a tough division, some years you're not.
It's also confusing with the odd number of teams in the playoffs. That always trips me up.
Yeah,
too.
the 7.
I'd like it if there were 8.
Yeah. So
or 6.
The Bucs have a 71% chance of going to the playoffs. I just don't know. I'm waiting for them to turn it on, and they just haven't.
We just need Tyler Shutt to keep that same energy next week and the Bucs to handle business against the Panthers, and we're in a good spot.
So the
They couldn't handle-
Panthers
they couldn't-
also have the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Bucs have the easier schedule.
Bucs have the easier schedule because they have the two Panthers, then they have Falcons, and they have at the Dolphins.
But it really doesn't matter what the other games are at this point because if you can sweep it, you're in.
if you can sweep it, you should be in.
Yeah. So the rest of the schedule, that's what today did, is that before today, if the Bucs had won today, then you can relatively say, hey, look, if the Panthers somehow beat us twice, there's a chance the Panthers could lose their other games. We could still sneak in. Now it basically just comes down to a 2-game series.
I just don't like looking at the easiest part of our schedule at the end of the year and being like, well, okay, so if we do what we're supposed to do here, we should be able to get in.
Right.
Like these are supposed to be like coast games at the end of the year, get ready for the playoffs. Because like, we win the division, get into the playoffs, but if we play like we did today, there's no run there.
Yeah, you remember at the start of the season, the Bucs just kept dominating in the close games.
Yes.
Like they just kept pulling games out of their ass at the end. And then now that Baker seems to not be 100%, those games are not bouncing their way.
Those last 2 minutes of the early games this year, it's just like you knew they were going to turn it on. It was just electric to watch. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And now, everybody's a little banged up through the season. We just got to get back to it.
Yep.
You got to get back to it. By the way, the people are saying in the Saints locker room that Chuck has the it factor.
That's the gamer in him.
He's got it factor.
Yeah.
That's huge.
He does. He does. He's got a little spark.
I just wish this whole name thing, it would just, I don't know how they could.
He should change it to SHUCK.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a first rounder if his name made more sense.
Yeah, because Max is right, because you're sitting in a draft room and you try to bring up this guy's name to all the other scouts and you fuck it up, and then the other scouts are like, dude, you don't know Tyler Shuck? How did you miss? You said Show? You said Tyler Show?
Yeah.
Like what do you not know ball? So he's one of those guys. Like there are certain guys' names that you just avoid saying because you don't want to be shown as a non-bald nose.
I guarantee you there's some Saints fans that saw the name of the quarterback they drafted and tried to do the SHEAUX thing with it. It's Shuck that tiger dick bitch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Shuck that tiger dick bitch. Okay, that's enough Saints, Bucs. Let's go to the Jaguars, Colts. Jaguars 36, Colts 19. The Colts are cooked. The Colts had pretty much the worst day possible in that they lost. They already weren't in the lead in the AFC South, but they lost to the Jaguars. They have not beaten the Jaguars since 2014 in Jacksonville. It's a house of horrors for them. And Daniel Jones got hurt, and it could be an Achilles, and now it's Riley Leonard time. And we already knew the Colts were up against it because they have a very, very daunting schedule to finish out the season. But now it feels like the feel-good Colts are in a lot of trouble coming down the stretch.
They're in big shit.
Big doo-doo.
So, yeah, you said since 2014, Chaps sent this over. This is the sad Jaguar stat of the week. The last time the Indianapolis Colts won in Jacksonville, the Rams were still in St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
Which I guess is just a happy Jaguars stat right now. But that's a long time. The Colts are feeling pretty bad about themselves, and Daniel Jones being out. Yeah, I don't know what you want them to do. Riley Leonard is not going to get the team to the playoffs.
Not against the Seahawks, 49ers, Jags again, and Texans.
Which is why we need Joe Flacco back on the Indianapolis Colts.
Yep.
If you want to do what's right for yourself, for the good of the country,
I
for
also
the football watching public. And the Jaguars, I think we need to have an honest conversation.
Well,
about the
before that,
Jaguars.
can I just say one thing about the Colts?
Yeah.
Let's just state the obvious, what everyone is thinking right now. If you're listening to this and you're thinking about the Colts and you're thinking about what's gone wrong, yes, you are correct. Since the Colts started 7-1 and were the 1 seed in the AFC, Seth the Flow went savage, and they are now 8-5 and hanging on for dear life. And he actually said that. He was like, stop blaming me for all these injuries, which I think people should stop blaming him. It was not Seth the Flow's problem or fault. Yes, it does coincide perfectly with him going savage in the Colts season completely falling apart.
It coincides with him apologizing for going savage.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, they've lost 4 out of 5 since he went savage. I think he deleted the please stop blaming me for the injuries. He's down bad right now. I feel bad for him.
We need Seth the Flow to go savage again and make no apologies for it whatsoever.
Go extra savage.
You have our permission to go double savage.
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, people are saying, please apologize for apologizing. Promise to go full Savage. He needs
Yes.
to go full Savage for the next game if the Colts want to salvage their season.
And Seth, the people that are saying apologize for apologizing, don't do that either. Just go savage.
Just go Savage
Just
right
go
in their
savage.
face.
No more apologize. You're banned from apologies, Seth.
You're playing the Seahawks next. Say you're gonna shove it down Sam Darnold's dick hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose line is it anyway for that game?
Where's the game?
In Seattle. Ooh.
That's going.
They might not have a line right now. I would say 10.5.
If it's Riley,
No, is it 10.5?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's bad for the Colts right now. They already were in trouble, and now they're in. And it basically, since they went all in with Sauce Gardner, everything's fallen apart.
it's been bad. It's been bad. Sauce got hurt. Daniel Jones. I think it is an Achilles. That's kind of what they said. And it was tough to watch that too, because Daniel Jones, I think, knew immediately
Yeah.
what happened, and it was his right leg. I don't know if that's related. If you've got like a broken left leg, and you overcompensate on the right,
It feels related.
it could be related.
It's
It's a shitty situation, and Anthony Richardson would be tantalizing if he
Yeah.
was still on the roster, because you'd say, what if Anthony Richardson just got really, really good?
What if he goes crazy?
What if he goes
What
crazy?
if he goes savage?
Yeah, but instead he's got a broken orbital bone, and so now it's just kind of like, okay, I guess we'll do this with Riley.
Yeah, with Riley Leonard. And I
Or even Gardner Minshew.
I hate to do this. Is he on the roster?
No, but
Oh,
He
yes.
was.
He should be. Where is he right now?
I think Chiefs.
Oh, he's on the Chiefs. I hate to do this because I don't like saying anything nice about Purdue, but I would like to say I'm sorry to Purdue fans right now, because if you are a Colts fan, a lot of you are also a lot of Colts Indiana fans. Indiana football is the number one seed. Kurt Cignetti is a god amongst men, the greatest hire in college football history. Your life, you can just be like, all right, that Colts happened. Let's focus on Indiana football. Purdue football sucks. Colts now are spiraling, and Purdue basketball lost to Iowa State, got throttled on Saturday.
Yeah.
So for all the Purdue fans out there that are also Colts fans, I apologize. That was a really bad weekend.
Also,
Say something nice about Purdue.
also Notre Dame fans.
Notre Dame fans, yeah.
Tough weekend for you guys too.
Yeah. The Jaguars. The Jaguars are good.
Yes.
The Jaguars are good. The Jaguars have been very good since the bye week. They've won 5 out of 6, and they won 4 straight games. And Trevor Lawrence is playing well since the bye week. Since Liam Cohen said we got to cut it loose and let it rip, he is second in touchdowns. This is after the Week 10 loss. He's second in touchdowns, second in average depth of throw, second in big time throw rate, fourth in passing first downs. He's good. He's good. He's playing well. He's playing good football. And I also want to just give you a nice Trevor Lawrence stat to put everything in perspective, because I know he's had a little bit of an up and down year, up and down career in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars from 2007 to 2021 had 2 winning seasons. 2 winning seasons in that stretch. 15-year stretch, 14-year stretch. In 3 of the last 4 years, and oh man, the Chiefs, they just can't convert on 4th downs. In 3 of the last 4 years, Trevor Lawrence has got them to winning seasons.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Three times the last 4 years, and before that, there was a 15-year stretch where they did it twice.
Trevor Lawrence is playing very good football right now. He just is. He's letting it rip. Great job by Liam Cohen. Here are the teams that the Jaguars have beaten this year. They've beaten the Chargers. They've beaten the Colts. They've beaten the Chiefs, the 49ers. They've beaten the Texans. They've beaten the Panthers. So they're beating good teams.
Yeah.
They're beating teams that are above 500. I think the Jaguars are good. I do. And they asked ETN what Liam Cohen's telling them to dial them up in terms of like their physical play. Mm-hmm. Here's the quote from Liam Cohen. Or I guess it's a quote from ETN about Liam Cohen.
About Liam Cohen?
He says, "Smoke is smoke."
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but I like it. Smoke is smoke.
Smoke is smoke.
It does get me fired up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like credit to Liam Cohen. I didn't know that he had that type of vernacular in him. It's one of those phrases that just makes you think about it, but it makes you kind of like get angry when you say it and just think about somebody with bad intentions.
Smoke is smoke.
Whatever Liam Cohen's saying, it's working. And yeah, with the let it rip, he's also 4th in PFF's grade since Liam Cohen said let it rip.
Yeah, he's been
Trevor
playing
Lawrence
good football.
is also he's 6th overall in the league in terms of yards per attempt. He is letting it rip. He's cutting it loose. He's letting it rip. I think the Jaguars are just a good football team.
Yeah, and they're playing good football. It's basically since that hiccup was the game they blew against Davis Mills, which if they had won that game, they would basically be running away with the AFC South right now. But the Jaguars are going to have a winning season. They're going to most likely go to the playoffs. I think they have what's their playoff chances right now? It's got to be like high 70s, and they're playing some of the and Liam Cohen he should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Did you see his reaction in the locker room after? The guys are playing hard for him. He's completely turned around this team and this offense in a way that feels real and meaningful and sustainable. He's a good coach. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Probably plays hand in hand with the Bucs offense looking like it's stuck in mud.
A little bit.
Right? That Bucs offense was awesome last year.
A little bit. Now, we just glazed the Jaguars pretty hard here. If they were to start the playoffs today, the Bills would go to Jacksonville. Would anybody?
No, that's not. No, it'd be the Chargers.
Oh, I've got the Chargers as beating the Eagles. Okay.
Oh, you have the Chargers beating the Eagles. Okay, so you have the Chargers jumping the Bills.
If the
So not today.
So not today.
So
what you said
tomorrow?
Wait. If the Eagles beat the Chargers, it would be the Texans against the Jaguars.
No, right now it's the Chargers. So you're saying the Texans would then be up there?
I'm saying, yeah, if the Eagles win tomorrow, it would be the Texans at the Jaguars.
Got it.
So we could do that way too. Or if the Chargers win, it would be the Bills at the Jaguars. Would you take the Jaguars over either the Bills?
I would take the Jaguars
Texans?
over the Chargers if it was as of right now. Is what it would be. 3 versus 6. I would take the Jaguars over the Chargers.
Okay, what about the Bills or the Texans?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't. But hey.
Anything can happen.
That's something we got to think about later. We got to see how it all shakes out. We don't know who's going to play who.
They've still been playing really good football.
Yes, very good football. That was kind of mean what you did to the Jaguars there.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
But right now, as of right now, it's the Chargers. Right? Yeah. So the Chargers going to Jacksonville, I like the Jaguars.
Before this game is over, the Texans-Chiefs is what you're saying.
No, the Chargers are in the 6th seed. The Jaguars are in the 3 seed. They would play each other in the first round if we're looking at the playoffs right now. And the Texans cannot get to the 6th seed right now.
If the Texans, I'm looking at my own playoff predictor right here.
What are you looking?
I've got the Texans at the Jaguars right now.
But look at this is the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Chargers are 8-4. The Texans have 5 losses.
Yeah.
The Chargers wouldn't move out of the 6th seed if the Texans win, right?
If the Texans win, the Texans would be the 7th seed.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Bills or
the Jaguars,
the Texans as the 6th seed.
The Texans would have one more loss than the Chargers.
Yeah.
even if they win tonight.
8-5
versus 8-4.
What are you looking at? Show me. You show me what you're looking at. I don't know what you're looking
This playoff simulator's broken.
Are we doing time zones?
No, the playoff simulator's broken.
Oh, but yeah, you're plugging in results. I'm just looking at exactly right now.
Yeah,
right now, the Jaguars play the Chargers.
I'm plugging in results for the Texans-Chiefs game and the Eagles-Chargers game.
Got it. But we're talking about when we said if the playoffs started right now.
At this very exact second, yes.
And if you're listening to this, it still would be the Chargers because they haven't played yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're talking about if a calendar day passes.
We got to move on from this. Yeah, we got to. This is too much hypothetical talk.
All I'm doing is I'm looking at the playoff simulator.
Yeah, but as people listen to this, they're going to see Chargers versus Jaguars.
All right, fine. Delete that whole part.
No, that's good.
No, we're keeping it in.
It's idiot jazz. It's idiot jazz. This is what we do on this show.
Delete that whole part.
This is what we do on this show.
I'm looking at one source. You guys are looking at another source.
You're living days ahead. You're a time traveler.
Yeah, but there's nothing entertaining about hearing guys talk about.
I think it's great.
What happens if two games happen in two different ways? We're running through 4 different simulations of the simulation.
But you're the one who said.
But I was looking at the options for who they would play.
Right.
And saying,
they could play anyone.
My question still stands.
Yes, they could play anyone. I think they could beat the Chargers. I do think they would lose to the Texans or the Bills.
I would agree with that.
Okay. And we'll see how it goes out. We'll see. Maybe they'll play the Chiefs. They already beat the Chiefs. And they also could beat the Texans. They beat the Texans. They're 1-1 against the Texans.
They should have beat the Texans twice.
They should have beaten the Texans twice.
But they didn't.
Why couldn't they do it again? Okay, it's hard to beat a team almost 3 times.
Yep.
It was what the Jaguars would have to do.
Actually, it's good they lost that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to beat a team 3 times.
It's very easy to beat a team twice, though.
Right. And it's harder to beat a team 2.5 times.
Yeah.
Davis Mills. Okay, before we get to the rest of the early slate games, DraftKings, 1 touchdown can change everything. The crowd, the momentum, the game itself, it never gets old. Feel that same rush with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, where every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in with DraftKings Sportsbook. All the action's in your hands. First touchdown, anytime TD, live bets, every play, every snap, every game matters. Missouri listeners, listen up. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me state. Here's the best part. New customers bet just $5. If your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. When your team hits the end zone, you could hit the payout. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Bet $5. Get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. We're also brought to you by our friends at Uber Eats. This episode is brought to you by Uber Eats, reminding fans that football coincidentally makes you hungry. You can get game day deals on wings, burgers, beers, chips, and more all season long, all on Uber Eats. Today, we got a little outside the box.
Did pizza.
And wings.
Yep.
Pizza and wings. It was a great day. Super Bowl Sunday.
No salads.
No salads. But you can get salads on Uber Eats if you want to. Not us. We do Super Bowl Sunday.
I got today was all time Super Bowl Sunday.
Big time Super Bowl Sunday.
I didn't have any ice cream today, though.
I did.
I had a halftime ice cream to cool my brain down.
I felt
hot.
super healthy.
Jim's gonna go crazy tomorrow though.
Yeah, it is. Did you go this weekend?
This week? No, I'm not a weekend gym guy.
Uber Eats, you'll love being able to get all your personal favorite game day foods delivered on Uber Eats so that you never miss a play. Uber Eats has deals on your favorite game day restaurants and groceries all season long. When football makes you hungry, get game day deals all season long only on Uber Eats.
The only way the Chargers will be in that 6 seed is if they tie on Monday Night Football. Just FYI.
Okay.
FYI.
Okay, that's good. So everyone just make sure you look out for a tie.
Wrap that one up.
Yeah, wrap that one up nicely. Okay, next game, Seahawks 37, Falcons 9. The Falcons stink. They stink in every which way.
Big time bummer team.
And the Seahawks deserve credit for doing what they should do to teams like that. But the Falcons, they actually hung in the game a little bit in the first half. They had a ton of penalties in the first half. Then the second half starts. The Seahawks have a 100-yard kick return, Rashid Shaheed. And then the Falcons come down and fumble in the red zone. Bijan fumbles in the red zone, and it was just game over.
It was game over. The Seahawks are really, really good. They've gone now 8 quarters, not allowing a touchdown to anybody, 2 full games. I think they've only been held under 20 points twice this year. Mm-hmm. Their offense is incredible. They push the ball down the field. Sam Darnold in games besides that Rams game was obviously one where you look at it, you're like, what's wrong with Sam Darnold? Outside of that and a couple minor other hiccups, he's had a great season. I need to look at the numbers, but it feels like based on vibes, this year he's playing better than he did last year on the Vikings as a whole.
Do you trust him to win 4 playoff games?
I don't really trust anybody to win 4 playoff games.
There's a couple people I'd probably trust.
Someone's going to do it in spite of my lack of trust in them. Yeah.
And they could do it in 3 playoff games because with the Seahawks win and the Bears loss, I believe the Seahawks and Rams control their own destiny for the 1 seed. They obviously play each other.
Yeah.
So it's, whoever wins that game will continue to control their own destiny. But if either team wins out, they will be the 1 seed.
You know what? I understand that Falcons fans, there's nothing that we can say that you haven't already said about the Falcons.
No, they stink.
Falcons fans hate the Falcons way more than anybody in the media possibly could. The worst part about the Falcons stinking right now is they're just handing better and better draft picks to the Rams. Mm-hmm. So the Rams are now, I think, at number 9 in the draft. They'll probably get, I don't know, who'd be there at 9? Garrett Nussmeier? Nussy will probably end up being great if he plays for McVay.
Yeah.
So you're hurting the rest of the league here, Falcons, not just yourself. Think about that.
Yeah. They are hurting the rest of the league. The Rams are going to get better. But the Falcons are a bummer to watch. The Seahawks are they're balanced. Offensively, they have 5 guys with 4 or more touchdowns. They have 8 guys with 2 or more touchdowns. So they have a ton of different weapons they use. JSN, who we've talked about a bunch, is one of the best, if not best, receivers in this year. He had 2 touchdowns, like 92 yards. He's just, anytime he gets the ball, he's electric to watch. And it was nice to see Rashid Shaheed kind of this is why they got him. It's another weapon. It's another guy, both special teams, and I think he had a few catches as well. And they have they draft well because their rookie Eminwari had an interception, a block field goal, a sack, and I believe he had 6 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a sack, a QB hit, 1 pass breakup, 1 interception, 1 block field goal.
Is that a stat line Agami?
It is not. Leonard Williams on the Seahawks did it last year.
That's crazy.
So, when I say did it last year, a sack, a tackle for a loss, interception, block field goal in the same game. That's the only 2 times though it's happened in NFL history, both by the Seahawks.
Both for the Seahawks. Both for the same coach. Great defensive head coach.
Oh, he's so good.
And it's crazy because I feel like the offense gets most of the publicity with these Seahawks because they are scoring a shitload of points. They're now 10-3 against the spread this year. So if you've been betting on the Seahawks, congratulations. One of us probably should have just taken that strategy in our season-long competition here.
Yep.
But the defense is really, really nasty too. And so, I still believe in the Seahawks. I don't know if I trust Sam Darnold to win 4 playoff games.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or 3 playoff games. But I do trust him to continue to be a good quarterback. That's the trust. I don't think that Sam Darnold is going to turn back into being like a below-average quarterback in the NFL. He might struggle against the best teams in the league at times, but still. Good job, Sam.
I want to see him against the Rams one more time because that was a game that he struggled. I want to see what happens when he plays the Rams again because the Seahawks defense is going to keep them in every game. I mean, that game specifically, pull up that game, the Rams-Seahawks game, if I remember it correctly, I believe the Seahawks defense was awesome against the Rams, but Sam Darnold, I think, had 4 picks and kept on giving them short fields. But for the most part, the Seahawks defense, the Rams are one of the best, if not best, offenses in the NFL, and the Seahawks defense did more than enough to win that game. It was just a really bad Sam Darnold game. And if you can, so what I'm getting long way around it is, I trust the Seahawks as a team overall because even in that game, I mean, they lost the game by 2. I know there was a little garbage time, but they lost the game by 2, and Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, it was not Matt Stafford's best game. They didn't ask him to do a whole lot in it. But, it also felt like the Rams, they played well, but they didn't have to take any chances.
Right.
So, that's going to be a great revenge game when they do get together again.
Their defense is nasty.
I do believe in the Seahawks. I have for a while.
I believe in Mike McDonald.
I continue to believe in the Seahawks.
Yeah, Mike McDonald.
They've got a tough schedule, though.
Who do they got next?
So the Seahawks, I believe they have the 4th hardest strength of schedule in the entire NFL from this point on. I'm pulling it up right now. They have...
Oh, but that's not anymore.
The Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not...
The Colts, the Rams, at the Panthers, and at the Seahawks. Or excuse me, at the 49ers.
The entire... There's a world that an 11-6 NFC team could not make the playoffs. It's that competitive.
Yep.
And but I mean, the Seahawks are really, really good, and the Falcons stink.
I would say the Seahawks.
That's pretty much my take on this game.
I would say the Seahawks are about as good to a great. I think they're almost a great team.
What?
Compare them to the Vikings last year with Sam Darnold.
That's what I was saying. I
think their defense is better,
and I think Sam might be playing better as a quarterback this year.
But that's the concern in the back of your head. But my point about their game they lost to the Rams is like their defense is so nasty that I don't know. Sam Darnold could play less than great and they could still win a game because of their defense.
A game.
He can't play less than great all playoffs and get all the way to the Super Bowl. But yes, their defense is very nasty, and Mike McDonald's a very, very good head coach. So
right now he's got 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Actually, let me pull up the stats on That's not right. That was the AI bullshit on Google. He's got 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 31-62 in terms of his yards. Last year, he ended up with 35 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So,
Yeah.
in the same ballpark. I think just by watching, like, eyeball test, I think he's playing better this year.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I probably don't trust them, but I trust their defense. That's the thing. It's like they could win a game with they can survive Sam Darnold not playing great. That would be the difference. Next game, Vikings 31, Commanders 0. You got 9.
I got 9 big time.
9 was awesome today.
I got 9 coming out of my everything today.
9 was 16 for 23, commanded the offense, didn't have an insane amount of yards, but 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, had a 98-yard drive, 19-play 98-yard drive. 9.
At halftime, I think he was 9 for 10 for 99 yards and a 9.9 yards per completion metric.
Did you blind resume him?
I did a blind resume during the game. It could have been anyone.
Yeah, it was
That
9.
was blind.
Listen, I got 9. There's no shame in getting 9 from time to time. There's a lot of college teams that got 9.
I have a team blind resume.
Oh, okay.
Team A played 60 minutes, 0 points.
Yep.
Team B, 0 minutes, 0 points.
Okay, Team B. I'm going to guess Team B was the Panthers.
Yeah, could have been Panthers, Patriots, 49ers.
Giants. It was the Giants.
Yeah.
Same amount of points.
Great weekend by the Giants. Great football team.
So you're saying you scored the same amount of points?
On our bye week.
Yeah, listen, I've been telling you guys for a while, the Commanders are a bottom 5 team in the league. They just are. The defense stinks. It's atrocious. I've never seen a defense play this poorly. I haven't.
But your offense.
The offense
scored 0 points.
Also scored 0 points. Yeah, that's a fact. Debo did drop a touchdown catch.
Jaden got hurt again.
Zach
Ertz's
again.
injury was brutal.
Zach Ertz probably out for the rest of the year, maybe for all the other years too. I don't know. He didn't look like he was too happy when he got carted off the field. That was tough to watch because I like Zach Ertz a lot.
It was a brutal injury. Like one of those instant, oh, fuck. You just knew the way his knee bent.
Yeah.
Sucked.
I mean, the Vikings, credit to them, they got shut out last week, and then they shut us out this week. They're the first team to do that since 1992, since the Denver Broncos did it.
Yeah.
I thought that it would have been a stat that was like, I don't know, 5-10 years, but apparently it doesn't really happen that much. So they bounced back. Credit to them. Good job by coaching staff. Good job by 9. 9 actually looked pretty good today.
On the other side, the Vikings are only the 3rd team in history to have been shut out and lose by more than 25 points and then have a shutout win and win by more than 25 points. This year's Vikings, 1977 Bears, 1927 Frankfurt Yellow Jackets.
I think
Who could forget the Yellow
I
Jackets?
feel like they were in another one of these obscure stats. From
Yeah,
this year
the
at some
Dayton
point.
Triangles were definitely in one of them.
Yeah. The Vikings, great job today. I don't really know what to say about the Commanders. We stink. We're just a bad football team. Period. And I think that, I like Dan Quinn. I think he's been a good leader, good coach. If we find out that this was Shark Week, he's got to be gone.
Man.
If
Do you
this
think
was
he's still going to do Shark Week?
I-
I feel like Shark Week has been canceled.
I don't know. That's sad if it has. But if he tried to pull out all the stops and say, okay, we haven't been eliminated yet, let's do Shark Week.
Right.
Because if we lose, we're done. And then this was the performance in Shark Week, I feel like you got to fire Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
If this was Shark Week.
Yeah, I mean, so is Jaden hurt again?
Yeah, he re-injured his elbow again. And they said that he could have gone back in the game, but it was a coach's decision to keep him out.
He looked rusty.
He looked very rusty. He looked like he was banged up. If you're not letting him back in the game as a coach's decision because he hurts, he shouldn't be starting that game to begin with.
But he fell on his elbow again.
Yeah, but if it's to the point where if you fall on your elbow and you re-injure it, then you're going to be held out of the game. Why are you starting that game? And I keep going back to saying, like, if Jaden wants to play, then I understand that he wants to compete and you can get better as the season goes on. You can carry some stuff over into next year. So I understand why maybe listening to your players and letting them play would be the right thing to do. But at this point, like, if you're going to take him out after he gets hit because his elbow hurts, he should not be playing in that game to begin with.
Yeah.
And I like Dan Quinn a lot. but this was such a complete no-show from the Commanders that I feel like the conversations will start to happen of whether or not we're going to bring him back next year. Like I'd say
I think he gets one more year just from last year.
He probably
This is the season from hell you're living in.
He probably should get another year. And I like Dan Quinn. I would like to see him come back. But if we have games for the rest of the year where we're just not competitive, then I don't think that you can bring him back.
Yeah.
Like if this repeats itself over and over again, we're a bad team. Very bad football team.
Happy for Vikings fans that they got to see 9 bounce back, because it's felt like a crisis for Vikings fans with how he has been playing and the whole all in on a rookie quarterback. He looked better today. He looked like he had command of the offense and knew what he was doing. And you don't want to have this be that big of a mistake that quick. Well, I guess maybe you do want, if you know it's going to be a mistake, you want it to happen quickly. But either way, it was a good game for 9.
Yeah, but I don't know that it would happen that quickly. I feel like
if he had kept playing the way he was playing, they probably would have said, "Hey, we gotta change this."
Maybe
because Kevin O'Connell can get anyone, Kyler Murray.
It's true.
In the purple,
that does feel like it could happen. The Vikings. I saw a lot of people being like, the Vikings are a new team without Adam Thielen.
Oh,
maybe Adam Thielen was.
He was the Chris Paul.
He was the locker room cancer, the known locker room cancer. Adam Thielen.
Wow.
Now that he's out of town, they're able to finally gel and come together. I don't know. The Vikings look good today.
Yeah,
they did. I don't know how much of that was the Commanders' whale shit defense and how much was the Vikings looking good on offense, but they did look good today. Vikings fans, you got to enjoy a pleasant Sunday.
The one positive for this PFT, it was the fastest game in the NFL this year.
It was over so fast.
2 hours and 39 minutes.
Yeah, we used to play those kinds of games a couple years ago. Like I think the Sam Howell season, the bad Sam Howell season, I think that we were like setting records for how quickly our games were ending. So that's nice to have.
Yeah. Hank, you didn't have anything? Thought maybe you had something.
You did do a blind resume of Jaden in 9.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't.
But Jaden, well, that was before he was hurt. Also, if he just doesn't throw interceptions, you won't have to get blocked into,
Are you talking about
smithereens.
Are you talking about the CPOE?
He was bad. I mean, Jaden Daniels was missing targets. The blind resume I put out was,
I thought he was more just rusty. Like
he
he
was
hadn't
9
played
for 20,
in a while.
78 yards and a pick, 35 quarterback rating.
Yeah.
And 9 was 9 for 13, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception.
I don't think that Jaden looked bad on the first drive of the game. I thought.
Do you ever think he looks bad?
Yeah. So yes, sometimes I do. I've told you this year.
It's good to see him back out there. I'll say that.
Bad. It was great to see him back out there. I like watching him play football. Today, I did not enjoy watching him play football. The game was over after the 98-yard drive that we gave up, and then we punted on 4th and 1 right afterwards. That was ball game.
But
Tankathon, and I want you guys to talk me out of something. I love Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Downs has been, I think, the best defensive player in college football for at least the last 2 years. Drafting a safety at number 6 when the entire defense sucks that bad is usually not something that's done.
Mm-hmm.
But I like watching him play so much that I'm talking myself into him.
He's really good. You do need a safety, right?
We do need a safety. We're not drafting a safety as like a luxury item.
Right.
We do need one.
So
I think I want Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Why not? Just take him.
What about Nuss?
Just go ahead and take him.
No, I'm not sussy for Nussy.
You're not sussy for Nussy?
I'm not. We're a bad team. Quarterback's not the problem.
Wait, Nuss being... Were you saying... Who are you saying?
Nuss for the Commanders.
Quarterback's not the problem.
Garrett Nussmeier? Hank.
I'm just asking.
Quarterback's not...
Tankathon has Garrett Nussmeier's 59th player on the big board right now, by the way.
But a guy like Nuss, Max, you've watched enough football, and you've watched enough...
Wait, but this isn't even a discussion.
Why are we talking about
Why
Nuss?
are you talking about Nuss?
We're not talking about
the
Nuss.
Commanders.
Because Hank's just trying to mix it up. I know what Hank's doing. This is fine. Hank can do that.
But you draft a quarterback, then you trade him to a team that has multiple first-round picks.
Gotcha. We hold him hostage. Yes, we draft Nussmeier.
No. Memes is suggesting that you trade Jaden Daniels to the Jets.
Okay, no. Listen, I'm not even going to entertain that conversation with Hank. He's stirring the pot.
Just asking questions. You said talk me out of it. I was trying to talk you out of it.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you draft a safety most teams don't draft a safety that high. Because a safety...
I'm not a draft guy.
They would usually go for an edge.
I like to draft quarterbacks.
Or maybe a cornerback if you're drafting defensively that high. And safety usually wouldn't be one of the positions that you'd take in the top 10. But now we're looking like good chance the Commanders end up drafting in the top 5 next year.
That's fun.
Very good chance. So, yeah, we're a bad team. We're a bad team, Hank. And CPOE doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, next game. Dolphins 34, Jets 10. Memes?
This game was over before it started,
Yeah.
and that's it.
15 straight years. Damn. Sucks.
Yeah, it's tough. That's half my life.
That's, oh, Jesus.
That is tough.
That's really tough.
Tough. 10th grade.
Longest streak in professional sports? Oh,
Yep.
or is it the Sabres?
No, it's us, and then Sabres tie us.
You remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Sabres tie you every year.
Memes,
Yeah.
do you remember the last time you were genuinely happy with the New York Jets?
Aaron Rodgers running out with the flag.
And before that, there was that Zach Wilson year.
Oh, 2022 rocked, and then
Yeah.
Zach Wilson played the Patriots.
Yeah, you guys were like, what, 5-2 or something?
They were humming.
Yeah,
they beat
you
the
guys
Bills.
were-
They were 7-3.
You won that game in Denver? Was it Denver?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gross,
I
but
remember the Denver game. I was like, whoa.
beat the Bills, and then Zach Wilson threw for 2 yards in New England. And
2
then-
yards?
2 yards, and then pretty much threw everybody else under the bus. And
Yeah.
that was it. But that's when they had Mike LaFleur, who's killing it now with the Rams.
And now you have Brady Cook.
Brady Cook, tough.
Mm-hmm.
He threw probably the greatest incompletion I've ever seen today.
Really? I'd like to see it. What was it? What was the incompletion?
This is going to be a tough one to search.
What was the incompletion?
Describe
it to us.
He just chucked it up 50 yards down the field into a bucket.
And who dropped it?
It was pass interference.
Oh.
But he was falling out of bounds.
So that's not an
It
incompletion.
hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, it's
in the
not an
hands.
incompletion.
Yeah, it's not a play.
You're right.
The play never happened.
It was like this, 50 yards away.
Memes for people who are listening right now, he's just putting his hands close to him.
It's a bucket. He's making
It's a
the
bucket.
bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want out of this season now, Memes?
I don't know. If Brady Cook plays, nothing. Just lose. Just get it over with.
If-
Sim to the end of the season.
Yeah, that's what I said today in the second half of the Commanders game. Just sim it.
You can't evaluate anybody with Brady Cook as your quarterback.
Brady Cook also is just the perfect, like, replacement level quarterback name. You know? It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it's two names that you see everywhere else, but then you put them together, you're like, oh, I think I remember that guy, but I don't really remember him.
Yeah. Was he
from
named after
Mizzou.
Tom Brady?
No, it's named after James Cook. Yeah.
Dalvin.
Who?
Dalvin.
Oh, he was named after Dalvin? I thought it was named after James.
I think James was a little younger.
Yeah, I know, but he was born after James.
When was James Cook named?
Right before Brady Cook. This is our Brady Cook talk. Max is shaking his head. Don't shake your head, Max. Are the Dolphins good?
No.
But they have won 4 in a row, and they're 4-0 since firing Chris Greer. He was a problem, even though he doesn't coach, but he does make the roster. Tua was trying to throw picks today. He was trying so hard, but it doesn't matter because Tua has just now won his first game in the cold weather. And Miami, I mean, they dominated. This was a domination. The game was, Memes right, the game was over right away. The Dolphins in the first half had 246 yards to the Jets 47. They had 14 first downs to the Jets 2. It was domination. And the Dolphins, I don't think they're good, but they have won 4 in a row, and they've gotten all the way back to 6-7, and they're not out of it. I don't know. I don't know what to make of the Dolphins. They at least, here's what I'll say about the Dolphins. They at least made their Monday Night Football game against the Steelers not the worst game ever.
No, I mean, the Dolphins are the most technically still alive team in the NFL right now. They're so technically alive.
Yeah.
So they got the Steelers, Bengals, Bucs, Patriots.
They have a 1% chance of making the playoffs, but they are 6-7. And they're fighting for everything.
I think 1%'s too low for the Dolphins.
You think it should be like
I'd say 3.
0.5%?
No, it's too low. I put them at 3% to make the playoffs, to run the table.
It would be a crazy story because it would also just be like the Dolphins running the table and then getting killed in the first round.
It would also be the Dolphins just like having the most fired head coach of all time. Locker room completely lost, and then all of a sudden it just snaps back into place.
They're playing hard.
Guys started attending the players-only meetings. I don't know. What happened?
I mean, Chris Greer got fired.
Maybe they stopped having players-only meetings all the time.
And they even did this without A-Chain. He hurt his ribs in the first half. Although Tua, again, he tried really hard. Memes, you saw him.
I mean, Devon A-Chain's a stud. Jalen
He's
Waddle's
so
a stud.
good.
But then when he
Jalen
went out,
Wright's good.
yeah, then they started figuring out later in the second half.
They just they still have like Mike McDaniel's still a good coach. Maybe it was Tyreek's fault. Maybe that's what it was. As soon as Tyreek was gone, they're like, hey, we have other guys.
We don't have to worry about throwing the ball to one guy all the time.
Yeah, and
I honestly think
happy.
it was just about stopping with the players-only meetings. I think they were doing too many of those.
Yeah,
and just screaming at each other all the time. Now they're like, okay, we get some time away from each other. We go back to work. We feel refreshed. We don't feel mad all the time. Just better vibes.
Yeah. The Tua, by the way, said about the winning his first game in sub 46-degree weather. He said, "I'm not the media, so I can't make narratives up or take it down." He did. He took it down.
He took it down today. You are the media now on X.
Also, I'd like to retract. I think the Jets jerseys did look good. I still didn't understand the middle of the field, but I thought the jerseys were cool. That's cool, right, Memes?
Thank you. It's art. It was art.
Do you have any more different jersey games this year?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, those are cool jerseys. And look at Brady Cook just doing his thing, being Brady Cook. What a stud.
Who is going to forget the Brady Cook game?
What is this account?
Everyone.
Read that. Read that, Max.
NFL 365.
Yeah, read the quote.
Jets rookie quarterback Brady Cook impressed teammates in his debut despite a tough loss.
Isaiah Williams said Brady's special. He's got it.
With more reps, he could shine even brighter.
He said that?
That sounds like a fake quote.
That sounds like an AI quote.
Is
that a real quote?
No, this is like one of those foreign Facebook groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
This also
Wait,
or
read-
this
read
comment
the-
or
read the
this
one he
tweet
said
also
about-
has 0 likes, 0 retweets, and 0 replies.
How did you?
Max, read
I
the
just
one.
looked up
read the
Brady
one that he
Cook
said
and-
about Josh Allen. What is the Josh Allen story right underneath? What's that quote?
I feel like you guys are trying to get me here.
No, we're
this
not.
That has to be a made up quote about.
I like
Brady
these
Cook.
AI
Josh
ones.
Allen makes history in the Bills' 39-34 victory over the Bengals. With a record 40-yard touchdown run, he becomes the first quarterback ever with 3 seasons of 20-plus passing and 10-plus rushing touchdowns.
That sounds right.
That does
The
sound
playoff race is heating up.
heating up.
That is a fact.
Okay, that's enough. Dolphins, Jets.
Last thing, though.
Oh,
Jet special teams, awesome.
yes. Punt return,
best
touchdown.
best DVOA on special teams since the 07 Bears.
Damn.
There's your fun fact for the day.
That is a fun fact.
Everything else sucks.
They score on special teams.
Yeah, that's all they can do.
They down punts on the one.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I got.
Memes, who do you want in the draft?
I don't know. All the quarterbacks had bad showings this weekend.
Whoa, Mendoza.
He had a couple good throws.
Yeah. That interview was electric.
I don't know if I could do a rookie.
What do you mean you can't do
Everybody
a rookie?
sucks. I just want someone good.
Brady Cook.
Brady Cook.
Special.
Brady
Lamar
Cook.
might
With
suck,
more
too.
reps, he could shine even brighter. Memes.
Oh, you're out on Lamar?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we have enough
drive the
off
stock
season.
down.
Yeah. Okay. That's smart. Yeah. Lamar sucks.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you get a first rounder for him if you're the Ravens.
Yeah, I think like 4th and a 5th.
Yeah. Trade right now because it's going to keep going lower and lower. I got you. Wink, wink.
Justin Fields for Lamar, straight up.
Yeah, younger.
Who says no?
Younger. Okay. Last early game: Titans 31, Browns 29. I don't know a lot, but I did say on Friday, do not bet the Browns as favorites, and it proved right because the Titans played well. Tony Pollard, they ran the ball. The Browns defense did not look great today. They ran the ball down their throat. Myles Garrett had a 4% pass rush win rate, and Cam Ward was good enough, and the Titans won their second game of the season. I'm going to say this about the Titans. If there's a game to quit and not try, it is by the lake in Cleveland in December against a bad Cleveland Browns team. That is such a spot where you'd be like, what are we doing here? And they fought.
It was the most Cleveland weather ever too. It was like this gray sleet. It was disgusting outside. Tony Pollard was great. Cam Ward threw for 2 touchdowns for the first time in his career.
He also big boyed that guy. Did you see that
Yes,
one play?
just
He threw him off him.
Stiff-armed him as he was dancing around. It's just like pirouetted him off. Myles Garrett got a sack today, but it was not. It didn't even feel like it was his sack.
No, he didn't have a great game.
Yeah, he had a bad game today, and it feels like that's what the Browns right now are, for the rest of the season, focused on probably 2 things. 1, getting Myles Garrett the sack record if they can, and then 2, Shedeur. Seeing what Shedeur has.
Shedeur.
And what they're doing with Shedeur is it's been real strange because they did this in his other, I think it was against the Raiders they did this, where they took him out of the game every time the ball was like inside the 5-yard line. And they're like, we don't really trust Shedeur this close to the goal line. We're so close. Let's just try to run Wildcat and get it in. And then today, they took Shedeur out for the 2-point conversion after he had a pretty good game. Shedeur threw 364 yards today.
Whoa.
364.
That's a lot of yards.
Shattered the barrier, the 300 barrier. He did have a bad interception, and at times he didn't look great, but still, overall, I thought Shedeur played pretty good. And then they just take him out for the 2-point conversion because they're like, we don't trust you. Let's run like a double mega reverse lateral. And then it was the worst play that they'd run all day.
It was a bad play.
It was a very bad play. Stefanski said, put it all on me after the game. Okay, I will, Stefanski. That was bad by you. And I've been the biggest Stefanski defender ever.
Yeah.
I think, by and large, he's a very good coach. But he's not coaching like it. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with the ownership and the front office being like, take Shedeur, draft Shedeur, don't start him now. It feels like Stefanski might not necessarily be calling all the shots in Cleveland. But he called that one, and it was a bad shot.
Yeah, it was a bad shot. The Browns, I'll say this, if Shedeur could be good, they knocked this last draft class out of the park.
Yeah.
Harold Fannon's awesome. Mason Graham's awesome. They have like legit dudes everywhere that they drafted. Shedeur, 300 yards, Hank?
Yeah, it's impressive.
Watch up.
Watch up.
Watch up, Shedeur.
What do you think about that?
I think it was a good game. I mean, like 70 of them came on the screen, but good quarterbacks can get it done.
Yeah, I mean, even
sometimes you need Hail Marys, sometimes you need long screen passes.
Without that screen, he was pretty close to 300, even if you take that entire play off the board.
Yeah.
So pretty good game. It was also
Jane's only 300-yard pass game was a Hail Mary.
I'm looking this up right now.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I think that let's see. You said
when did you find that out?
Oh, we've been talking about that.
No, have you? I feel like Hank
we've talked about it.
The
more he talks about it, the more I just need to remind people.
But that was
it's a fluke stat.
That was in the
doesn't really matter.
That was in the conversation of like, okay, we can talk about long passes, we can talk about drop passes that should have been caught.
Pass interferences.
These are all up for it. So
it's
really
not
the
like
only thing that we have at the end of the day is
I'm a CPOE
the
guy.
line of 300 yards.
CPOE.
What does that mean?
Completion percentage over expected.
Yeah.
Beast.
Yeah. Thanks, a stat.
I did look up.
Guy.
So here's some quarterbacks with worse CPOE than Jaden Daniels in the NFL right now. Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield, Jameis, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, all worse than CPOE. So when you say 32nd, that doesn't really mean dead last, like you implied. There's a lot of quarterbacks that have thrown passes. And some pretty good ones. That
he wasn't saying. Was he saying
Jaden.
Dead last, or was he saying?
I might have said dead last earlier during the stream.
Yeah. But there's some very good
that was
quarterbacks.
Also just based off
30-second. Yeah.
Mariota.
Yeah, there's some quarterbacks that are pretty good that are worse at CPOE. But the 300, that's all we have as fans. That's how you determine if a quarterback is truly great. Especially, if you're talking MVP, yeah, I think so.
What about wins?
You in the 300? Oh, wins. Quarterback wins.
Just team wins.
Team wins. But for a quarterback, we're talking quarterback MVP stats.
I love that you guys are having this argument with fake tans. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. 300 Shedeur.
Yeah, listen, good for Shador. I'm happy for
exploded
Shador.
through the 300
It is
barrier.
impressive. It was a good game by him.
When
Good
did
game
you
by
get
the
on
Browns.
300 watch with Shador? When were you like, uh-oh?
I don't give. I truly
does not care.
could not give a fuck about the 300 thing.
Yeah, you do.
The more PFT talks about it, it's just like the sadder and smaller he just gets. But that's just how he rolls.
Hank
and
kept
that's okay.
looking down at his phone every time Shador would complete a pass today.
I like Shador. I'm Team Shadussi.
Hey, Hank,
Let Shadussi cook.
I actually think that you were checking the stats through the blind resume between Jaden and 9, not because you originally planned to do a blind resume.
I literally just looked on the app and was like,
you
oh.
were trying to see if 9 was going to get to 300. That's
No.
that's why he pulled up the stats.
It was the first half, so I didn't.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
where
care
he was
either
on a
way.
great pace.
Drake May could never throw for 300 yards in his career, and I will not care. As long as he keeps playing the way he's playing, doesn't matter.
I think I'm in on these stats too, Hank.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is just good at these stats, and I'm in on that.
Yeah.
So
Love
that.
I'm on Team Hank.
How'd Jalen Hurts do last season?
Won the Super Bowl.
For some reason, the way you said that, I thought it was dig.
No, it's just pretty impressive for Shador.
Yeah,
For sure.
Congrats to Shador. They lost the game, but congrats to him.
To be a great quarterback, you have to have these explosive games. And he
No, to
did.
be a good quarterback to win games and stay healthy.
Wins are not a quarterback stat, Hank. We use advanced stats and metrics on the show, like has the guy thrown 300 yards in a game.
Got it. Apologies.
You still don't
Shador,
get it.
check mark.
Check mark.
Yes, happened. Okay, before we get to the afternoon games, PFT, you got a couple ads.
Yes, before we get to the afternoon games that are brought to you by our great friends over at Aura Frames. The best holiday gift you can give a loved one is the Aura Frame. I got one for my mom last year. She loves it. It's in her living room right now. I can upload pictures from my phone onto her frame right there, put pictures of Blake playing with his favorite toy in the world, Lil Hank, and press 2 buttons, and boom, in her living room. It's the best present ever. It's the best way to spread holiday cheer. Gift an Aura frame. Keep family near. The gift box is included. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag on it. You can share photos and videos effortlessly, straight from your phone all year long. You can preload photos before it even ships. You can keep adding from anywhere at any time. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com. Get $35 off Aura's best-selling carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, using promo code PMT at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code PMT. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now. Get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Check them out at Aura Frames. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are a time of traditions. Some people have many in their family while others have none. Some are just beginning their own traditions. Now's the time to reflect on what they mean to you, or to rewrite those traditions and make your own, like perfecting a new hot chocolate recipe with the kids or continuing your great aunt's sweet potato pie. Incorporating therapy into your new or existing traditions can help you ensure that you take time for yourself during what can be a very joyful but sometimes hectic and sometimes lonely time of the year. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences. And our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This December, start a new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/PMT.
Okay, afternoon games. We had Broncos 24, Raiders 17. This really isn't much to talk about except for the fact this was maybe the most rigged game ever in terms of point spread.
Pete Carroll at the end of this game. Wow. So the final score, Big Cat, was 24-17.
Yes.
Raiders get the ball back.
The spread was 7.5.
Spread was 7.5. They get the ball back. How much time was on the clock?
I think it was like a minute with Kenny Pickett.
About a minute. Kenny Pickett drives down the field, kind of. He throws a long pass.
58 seconds.
Receiver tries to get up. Defensive back makes some contact with him as they're touching him down. The refs throw a flag.
with 4 seconds left.
With 4 seconds left.
There's no reason to throw a flag. The game is over. The ball was in bounds. The receiver catches it in bounds. There's no timeouts. The game is over. They're down 10. There's 4 seconds left. That game ends 100 times out of 100.
And then they throw the flag for delay of game. Pete Carroll sends the boys up there. They kick a field goal. They kick a field goal with 4 seconds left in the game.
It was crazy.
To cover the spread. I mean, we always say that we wish coaches would do stuff like that more often.
Oh, of course.
And
it's more the penalty that was called was crazy.
The penalty was absolutely insane.
Insane.
It was nuts. That's really all we can say about it. The Broncos beat the Raiders decisively.
Oh, I was impressed with the Broncos and the fact that they have been one of those teams that is very good, but also plays with their food and plays games like a little bit down to their competition where they go to overtime with the Commanders. They need these weird games to happen. Their margin of victory is very small. This game, they dominated the whole game. Bo Nix looked great. Like, they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They just didn't cover the spread.
And it was a big game for the Broncos, too.
Yeah.
Big game. So now they control the tiebreaker against the Patriots. The Broncos are now in first place in the AFC.
Yes. They have a difficult schedule, though.
They do. They got the Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs,
and
Chargers.
Yes.
Coming down the stretch.
But they're a good team. And Bo Nix has been playing some good ball. Like they had 3 scoring drives of 14 or more plays. They just dominated time of possession. It was a no-doubter, except for the spread and except for the NFL calling in that flag and making sure the Raiders kicked that field goal.
Yeah, this was a rare decisive victory for the Broncos. This is what you should do against teams like the Raiders. It won't be remembered as a decisive victory because you didn't cover the spread.
Yeah.
But it was. But anyone who watched it saw a much, much better team in the Broncos.
I do feel bad if you bet the Broncos in this game. That was insane. That never happens.
Yeah, I mean 7.5. There's a reason why 7.5 is.
Yeah,
that's one of our key numbers, Big Cat.
Yeah, but the Broncos are sitting right now. Who's your updated scared of teams? Are the Texans on there? Texans, by the way, we're going to talk about the Chiefs. Texans are going to go 12-5. I'm in trouble with my pinky, but I also need to tell everyone who complained and bitched that I didn't pick the Chiefs. You people don't get to watch.
Bills, Texans, Chiefs, Ravens, Broncos.
Broncos, I think, in Denver, or Broncos. Anywhere.
That's the 5.
Yeah.
Jaguars, Chargers,
Steelers.
No,
not worried about them.
No.
Yeah, I mean the Broncos are good, and these are the type of games like they start winning games where they're supposed to win and they're supposed to dominate the game and control the game. I start looking at them a little bit more. They've won 10 straight games, and not all of them been pretty, but they're rounding into form. And like I said, Bo Nix is playing some good football. They have a good running game. Yeah, Broncos are real.
This successfully washed the taste out of my mouth of the previous game against the Raiders, where it was that 10-7 game.
Yes,
that shitty game.
Yes, which coincidentally was the last time the Raiders lost by less than one possession. So the Raiders have been getting killed. I saw Diana wrote an article about the Raiders and how it's just no one really knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Seems very confusing.
Yeah, Tom Brady was calling the shots, brought in Chip Kelly.
Paid him the most.
Vouched for him, and then just got rid of him.
So I'm saying Pete Carroll
they don't really have a plan.
Pete Carroll is a 23-year-old girlfriend away from being Bill Belichick. There's no difference in like what's happening with the Raiders.
Yeah, you don't like that.
It's a mess.
Yeah, Belichick would have run the ball.
What?
Belichick
in the Super Bowl? But Pete Carroll it's crazy. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know why he's coaching. His team is really bad. I saw there was the one thing you could say about the Raiders that was nice for them, because there's not a lot of nice things about the Raiders right now, and they're a complete and utter disaster, and everything seems to be going bad. They did have today, I saw the stat pop up on the screen, so I have not fact-checked it, but I assume they have it right. Kenny Pickett threw a touchdown pass to, who is that, Jackson? He threw a touchdown pass to Shedrick Jackson, and it was the first touchdown by a Raider over 24 years old this year. So that's good.
That is good.
That means they got young guys.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I could talk myself
I saw
into
that, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I mean, Brock Bowers. You got Brock Bowers.
You got Brock Bowers, you got Ashton Jennings, you got Max Crosby.
You got Jack Besh.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Two Gloves.
He's out there. I don't know what the Raiders are doing.
Yeah. Okay. Broncos good, Raiders bad. Other one,
The Mendoza. They're at the Mendoza line right
they
now.
are. Other one that was one team good, one team bad. Rams 45, Cardinals 17. I looked, because this was during the Bears-Packers game. I looked up every single time you looked up. It was just the Rams scoring a touchdown. They just, Puka, Blake Corum, everyone was scoring every single time. The game started, and the Cardinals actually had an awesome drive to start the game. They went down the field, scored a touchdown, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Their next 8 drives, though, were 5 punts, a missed field goal, a made field goal, an interception. They didn't get a first down for like 2 quarters. And the Rams just scored a touchdown every single time they got the ball back. The Rams, through 3 quarters, had 445 yards on offense, 27 first downs, 8.1 yards per play.
Yep.
It was just an absolute annihilation.
And Puka Nacua is fully back now.
Oh, he's so
He's
good.
dominant.
He was making incredible catches.
167 yards, 2 touchdowns. He looked great out there. Matt Stafford looked like his old self again. Sean McVay was sick this week, quarantined himself, took his own trip to Arizona so that he wouldn't get the rest of the team sick. It was a question mark of whether or not he was going to coach this game. And he just willed himself to being better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zach, what's going on with Busch Gaming right now? Because we just keep hearing them yell.
Oh, so it's they're in a grand finals. It's 3-0 right now. 3 maps are on map 4, and they're up in Hardpoint.
They're up.
You didn't understand anything that he just said.
They're about to win.
They're about to win the whole thing?
Yeah.
2,500?
Yeah, they're about to win.
Wow.
If
And does that mean
they
they
can
go
win,
up to the next
they're
league?
there.
No.
They're close.
Oh, what does that mean?
Nothing. It's just this is regular. They're minor leagues.
And they're playing a regular season tournament?
Yeah.
But a win
But
in the regular
it's the first regular season tournament of the year, so
Yeah.
it's.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they might be the best team in the minor leagues.
Their players might.
Yeah.
But then their players might leave.
Oh. That could happen?
Zach.
We're just trying to win map 4 right here. You know, we're trying to get to the finish line of this first Challengers Cup.
I keep hearing them yell.
The players could leave, though, for sure.
Damn.
TJ Haley sounds like he's going to leave from my reports.
Really?
Yeah, my sources
Philly
told
guy.
me that.
Where's he going?
Big leagues.
Big leagues?
Yeah.
Can we pay him? Can we swoop in and pay him to play to stay in the minor leagues?
You got 6 figs.
That's what it's going to cost? 6 figs to keep
Really?
him?
Maybe not TJ Haley, but the young prospects.
Right now, TJ's on the Busch, and they're frying, and they're going into map 4. Or they're in map 4 right now.
Is this an upset?
It's week 1. You don't know.
Huge tournament.
Explain it to me in NFL terms.
This is, I guess it would make NFL terms
Like
is
the Raiders beating the Patriots.
no, it's just like it's a bracket system. So we went through like the competition honestly it gets progressively harder as the bracket goes on.
Yeah.
Some of the weaker teams are seeded out. That was Saturday. Saturday the comp wasn't as aggressive as today, but we had some great wins yesterday as well.
So this is like a
2-day tournament.
This is like a 12 seed beating a 5 seed.
It's like the I guess the Worcester Red Sox beating the Albany Blue Hens.
They're also trying to torch him.
Huh?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what they were saying.
We can get into torching a
Torch
little bit.
No Hamas.
We can get into torching in a little bit if you'd like.
There was a lot of torching going on.
It was a torch game.
The commissioner had to be called for potential torching.
What is torching?
Torching is burning time wasting.
Oh,
Icing.
okay. Run the football.
Yes, sir.
Clock management.
Yep.
Okay.
Unshaven.
Rams are really good.
What does unshaven mean?
Unshaven T. Bush. That's what they call
Got it.
Taylor Red Bush. I'll say this about the Cardinals. Michael Wilson's good. Really good. He's a very good receiver.
Yeah.
Be excited about that. Jacoby Brissett is exact. We get excited about Jacoby Brissett every couple of years, and it's he throws for yards and they lose games.
You know what he does though? Like we were talking about with Brady Cook. That is the name of the Jets quarterback, right?
Yes.
Brady Cook. I want to make sure I haven't forgotten it already. Brady Cook. How he makes it impossible to evaluate what you have. With Jacoby Brissett, I think he is the best backup that you can have for a losing team because you can still you might even do a better job of evaluating what you have around you.
Yeah.
Because he's going to throw the ball at your guys.
He is. He's going to take shots. He's not afraid. The Cardinals, though, have lost 10 of 11, and their one win was that Monday night win against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bet the Cowboys wish they had that one.
There's a lot of red on the Cardinals schedule.
A lot of red.
And big time. I'd say they're like number 3 or 4 biggest bummer right now in the league.
Yeah, although I don't know about that because they still have Michael Wilson, they still have Trey McBride. So this game, yes, they basically stopped playing offense for essentially the last 3 quarters of the game. But in terms of bummers, Raiders number 1. Raiders are the number 1 bummer team to watch. Commanders
They're
in
definitely in there, yeah.
Are the Cardinals? I think that Cardinals or Jets. Who's
Jacoby Brissett's had some fun games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's not a bummer to watch. He himself is not a bummer
You're
to
saying
watch.
Jets are top 4?
No, I don't think so. I'm sounding it out.
Titans,
Are they not?
Falcons.
Browns.
Falcons are big time bummers.
Falcons are huge bummers.
Beat the Bills.
Titans are a big bummer. Yeah, I wouldn't put the Cardinals in the top 5 bummers to watch.
I think I got him at number 5. Number 5.
Yeah, I would.
Raiders, number 1. Titans, number 2. Commanders, number 3.
Put the Chiefs in there too.
Chiefs are.
They're kind of a bummer to
You should
watch.
Put the Eagles.
Eagles, number 4.
Yep, they are a bummer to watch.
They're a bummer to watch, Max.
They're a bummer to watch.
We'll see what happens.
They win games that they're a bummer to watch.
I'm not saying that they're a loser.
It's a bummer to watch.
Big time bummer. Do you disagree, Max? You think they're a bigger bummer than I do?
Let's see what happens tonight. Positive vibe, Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah, the positive drastic changes are coming.
There's nothing tells you that things are going well than a positive vibe, Bunny, in your locker room.
But what
and
if
then everyone's saying it's not because we're sad. Don't print that we're sad. Please stop saying we're sad.
Plenty of happy people.
We just need this Easter bunny in our locker room during Christmas.
Plenty of
You just lost to the Packers, buddy. All right.
You just lost to the Bears, buddy.
That was last week. We're on the this
Whoa,
week.
no. Right now, you just lost to the Bears.
That just is
Your
a
last
big
game.
word there.
What was your last game?
Just is
What was
a
the
big
last
word.
game
That
you
was
played?
basically 2 weeks ago.
What was the last game you played?
That was basically 2 weeks ago. You're the 7 seed.
Positive vibes, bunny.
Well, let's see what happens.
Okay.
That was last month.
Yeah. Great call, Henry.
What was the last
Hank
one?
was still hitting right-handed.
Oh, the Bears? We're just making fun of the bunny. How can you not make fun of the
Max,
bunny?
No,
Max,
wrong. We're making fun of the bunny. You said they're number 4 biggest bummer team in the league.
Max,
No, I did not.
You compared them to the Raiders.
No.
Yes, you did.
You weren't listening. Bummer to watch.
Yeah,
They-
that is the
you
exact
say-
same thing.
They don't play fun games.
Yeah, we'll see.
Have you guys played the
That's
Packers?
why. No, it's not
Yeah,
the same.
great question, Hank.
It's not the same thing. What?
We did play the Packers in Lambeau.
That's
was that
not,
was that a bummer?
Max.
Was that a bummer of a game?
That was a bummer.
One.
Game.
Big
Max,
bummer. of a
I
game.
was
You're
fired
not
up.
listening.
watching
Your
that game.
ADD's
Fired up.
all over the place. You're not listening because I actually said the Cardinals stink, but I don't put them as a bummer to watch because Jacoby Brissett just throws the ball everywhere. So it wasn't bad teams. It was just bummers to watch.
You can't. You said Raiders, Titans,
I had Raiders, Titans.
Commanders, Eagles.
Commanders,
How the fuck are you
Eagles.
supposed to take that positively?
Because
Well,
of
you're
the
like,
bunny.
the only thing I talked
Because of
about was
the
the bunny,
dude.
The only thing I talked about was the bunny.
You have a positive vibes bunny who, by the way,
bunny.
We'll see.
seems to be holding a basket with an egg that's threatening your offensive coordinator.
No,
Do you think that was an inappropriate week to have
they
a
weren't-
giant inflatable animal with an egg in the locker room?
I don't think that they were. I don't think that they were decorative eggs that were thrown at his thing.
But you think that
House.
maybe you could have chosen an inflatable animal that wasn't carrying the weapon that was just used to assault your offensive coordinator's house?
The
If this
offensive line
changes the vibe, that I will be
Oh,
getting
I
a
agree
bunny
with you.
immediately.
I agree with you.
I will be putting a bunny in the middle of this fucking studio.
If this changes the vibe, I will agree with you. You cannot sit here right now and say this from Ashlyn Sullivan, a reporter, said the Eagles have installed a positivity rabbit into their locker room. It showed up today, and the offensive line stressed to me they are not sad. They just wanted a good vibes bunny. That's a funny fucking line.
Agreed.
They had to be like, just so you know, we're not sad.
We talked about getting a good vibes bunny in this show last year.
What?
We did. After we got Mr. Pear, we talked about getting a bunny.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about getting a bunny. But it wasn't because we were sad.
You had, look at the teams that were on the show last year. There were some sad teams.
What teams?
Yeah.
Bears, Patriots.
Yeah.
Some of the Commanders season.
Last year?
Well, there was some times.
Last year was a pretty good year, I'd say.
Let me have it.
I'd trade it.
Let
for
me
this
have
one.
it. Yeah, that's good.
As of the time of this posting, we can laugh about the positive vibes bunny. We will find out if it works.
But if the bunny is being positive, I gotta be positive with the bunny.
So you want to print it that you're not sad?
Yeah, yes,
all right.
exactly.
Stop saying he's
But
sad.
if we lose to the Chargers, I will be ripping the fuck out of that bunny myself.
Yeah, Max, if you guys lose to the Chargers, what do you do to the bunny in the locker room?
That bunny needs to get a machete to the whatever would pop the
There
bunny.
will be a very funny picture of the giant inflatable positive vibes bunny in the dumpster at NovaCare training facility.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But it could change the vibes, and then it's the where were you for the positive vibes?
Yeah,
bunny.
the start of the championship DVD.
So who was it on the team that put the need for the positive vibes bunny out there? Do we know who brought it in?
I assume someone from the offensive line. Probably.
Wait,
Lane would make sense because he hasn't been playing.
I got a question.
What?
I have a question, and this is because when we did our picks on Friday, I took the over in the Eagles-Chargers game for Monday Night Football because Sirianni said there are some drastic changes coming. The drastic changes, the bunny?
Yeah, that's what it was.
God fucking damn it.
You don't know that. No.
That's what
He
it
said
was.
drastic changes coming to the offense.
It's the bunny, yeah.
The bunny.
If
the
drastic
bunny is
changes
locker
to the
room.
bunny, I'm going to be so mad at you.
The bunny's the locker room.
It is.
This better not be a drastic
I have
change,
to.
bunny.
If we have a positive vibes bunny, I have to be positive vibes until that bunny fails me. Right now, that bunny has not failed me yet. So I have to go in with the positive vibe mindset with the positive vibe bunny.
I feel like it should be earned, not given. Like, what has that bunny done to earn your trust and respect?
It's the
That bunny hasn't won shit.
my locker room is
You
going
guys
off
won a
positive
Super Bowl
vibes.
with 0 bunnies.
We also won a Super Bowl with dogs, dog
Okay,
masks.
Not
That's
a bunny.
True. That's true.
But that was something
You're
that
giving
changed
a lot
the
of
vibe.
You're giving a lot of credit to the bunny. You're just kind of anointing the bunny as being the next big thing.
You got to try.
You got to earn it in this league.
I'm down. The vibes have been so bad in that locker room all year. This is the first time that they've been trying to do something positive. So I have to be good for the positive vibe bunny.
But you're wrong. They're not putting it in there because the vibes are bad. You just went back on your own
No, they're
word.
lying about that.
No,
the
you
vibes,
just-
were, the
you-
vibes were bad. They're lying about that.
You just said that the vibes weren't bad.
I don't think I said that.
all right, you need a positive vibes bunny in this studio.
If they win there.
Well, no, actually, we would need it if they lose
Only if
more
they
than
lose.
anything.
no, because then that's getting
Yeah.
ripped to
because you need to get your vibes back up if they lose.
No. Yeah, maybe. No, because then the positive vibes bunny would be proven bad.
Be
Okay.
a bad bone.
Negative. Yeah, bad
Baboni. Baboni. Okay, last game. Well, Sunday Night Football as well. Packers 28, Bears 21. That game hurt. That hurt. I know that people don't want me to do the positive spin zone, but I do have a positive spin zone. But I'll say just straight up, watching the end of that game hurt. And I was just like, I think I actually said on the live stream, I was like, ow, that hurt. Because I thought the Bears were going to win that game. I really did. Like the way that they came out of the locker room in the second half. The Bears team, I've been saying it all year, Ben Johnson has them playing different, has the culture changed, and you can even look at it in a loss and notice the change because down 14-3 in the first half with the offense doing jack shit, not being able to run the ball, Caleb looking bad in the first half, that's a game that usually the Bears just fucking lay down and the Packers kick the shit out of them. And they came back in the second half and like took it to the Packers multiple times on drives. But man, did that hurt. That hurt. That last play hurt. Bad.
You know what? I came away from that game being like, the Bears are good.
I told you they can play with anyone.
They played with them. They hung in there. They were tough. They were very physical too. I've loved watching Monangai run.
Violent.
Just like lowering his head into people. There was paint flying all over the field. They did something different with the helmets in the last couple of years. I've seen more paint flying than I ever have before. But he ran the ball hard. I thought Caleb made some unreal throws today.
He was awesome in the second half.
Laser beams that he was firing off there.
You got to play 4 quarters, though. The part of the reason why we lost the game is because we came out slow. Like the Bears actually, in the first quarter, it felt like the moment was too big for them, and it was weird to watch because this team has been playing so well and been so unafraid and just went to Philly and beat the Super Bowl champs like on Black Friday and bullied them. So
felt
it's
like yesterday.
It did feel like it. But I'm just saying, like that was – I thought they'd come out with that confidence. They didn't come out with that confidence. The defense was kind of all out of sorts. Kyler Gordon got hurt before the game, which sucks because that's happened a couple times in warm-ups. The defense secondary did not have its best game. We can't get a pass rush, which is still just a problem. Jordan Love looked very comfortable back there. But that second half, they came out and they ran the football. Caleb made some big-time plays, and it just – that last throw fucking – it hurt. Like, and I wish – Ben Johnson, that I think that was the same play that we ran against the Eagles for the game-winning touchdown.
It was the same play that you guys ran in the first. Was it the first half tonight?
Yes.
Where it was 4th and 1, I think.
And Caleb ran for it.
He ran for it, got the first down. They ran that same play, just flipped it, ran it at the end of the game, and he threw it this time. I think he might have been able to run for a first down too.
I think they had an extra rusher on that side because he
was open too.
Credit to Matt LaFleur, he made a great timeout before, got them ready. Yes, Cole Kmet was open. Caleb Williams said it after. He said like I have to make a better throw there, and he did. He had to make a better throw there, but it also was a play that the Packers had seen on tape and in the game. So I don't really understand that, but I'm not.
But if the play worked.
Yes, but also Nixon making a beeline for Cole Kmet was partially because they had seen it before, and also having that extra rusher on the outside, not letting Caleb Williams run for the first down. They were right there. It was, and I think they would have gone for 2, and I would have loved that decision, win or lose. It hurt because I actually was like, this team is going to win. Like the way that they're playing, like the big throws Caleb made to get down the field in that last drive. One was to Luther Burden. I can't remember. There was another one to Duvernay. Big throw to Duvernay. Like he was just scrambling, making huge plays, and then he just made the mistake, and you can't have that. And it's like I've gotten to a point where I expect Caleb to come through in the clutch. It didn't work out this time. So it hurt. So Packers sickos and perverts will get joy out of knowing that it definitely hurt. I just kind of sat silently in my office for about 10 minutes after, just being like, fuck, that was right there. This doesn't change anything I feel about this Bears team in that I think they can play with anyone. I don't know if they're, like you guys were trying to get me to say soupy last week, I don't think they're good enough to win the Super Bowl, but that's not what this season was about because I don't think their defense is... Like you just saw the things that like defensive breakdowns in the secondary. We played our first, and this is going to be a compliment. Ready for this? This was our first, I think, like really good passing quarterback we played in a while, and Jordan Love looked extremely comfortable dicing us up.
Yeah, and Christian Watson looked really good too. Christian Watson he's one of the best deep ball guys in the entire league.
Yeah, he's faster than everyone.
Jordan Love, when he puts the ball up there and just like has the little floaters, lets him run under it. That's almost impossible to defend.
Trust Street Talk. I said it on the stream. Jordan Love has now gotten to a point where when he hits his back foot, I'm scared because he just throws it up in the air. And he really, when he does it during Toyotathon, because the Toyotathon is real. I don't know what else to say. It's fucking insane. If you don't know the Toyotathon, it's every year when Toyota does their big deal, Toyotathon. Around Christmas, Jordan Love starts playing insane football. His numbers in Toyotathon in his career are 36 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, one of which was today, 4,239 yards, 284 yards a game. His numbers outside of Toyotathon, 44 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. So just to reiterate, Toyotathon,
When does it end?
36 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Outside of Toyotathon, 44 touchdowns, 27 interceptions.
When does it end?
I think after New Year's.
That's good.
Yeah. But we play them again during Toyotathon.
Yeah, but playoffs.
But we play them again in Toyotathon. It's in
tough
2 weeks.
Tough to beat a team 3 times.
It's tough to beat a team in Toyotathon.
Well,
Jordan Love.
You're not going to play him 3 times in Toyotathon.
I don't know when Toyotathon. The Toyota's
Was the
probably
game
gonna
last year
fucking change it.
that you beat the Packers? Was that during Toyotathon?
I would assume no. I assume it ends in Christmas, right?
You would think so.
I don't know. Can we look it up? When does it end? Find out when it ends. Needs to end now. Packers are good. I don't know. I do think that we had their defense on the ropes in the second half. Like they were gassed. We had those drives where we
January
were
5th.
okay. So that's right before the
Early
playoffs.
January, yeah.
Yeah. But we kind of took it to their defense in the second half, which I was impressed with. But on the flip side, Jordan Love we can't get a pass rush. So he was as comfortable could be, carved us apart. Felt like every time he needed a big throw, he had it. There was that one play that's going to be like the Caleb interception, obviously, is the one that everyone's going to talk about, and rightfully so. That 3rd and 1, I want to say, when they had Josh Jacobs dead to rights in the backfield.
There were like 3 guys around him.
My God. And he ended up getting like a 20-yard gain out of it. That was brutal.
Yeah. I think there were 4 people that were all right on him, and he got through there. But he gave you guys a compliment after the game. He said you can tell that the Bears are playing for like a bigger reason than they ever have in the past.
Yeah.
He was like complimenting Ben Johnson. He was saying like they seem to be trying harder than I've ever seen the Bears try before.
Which is a very funny thing.
He's like patting you on the head.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that was actually a good effort. He might respect the Bears a little bit now.
That's the part that sucks, because Packers fans obviously go immediately to Bears still suck and like, haha, you guys thought you were good. And like you can't say anything to it because the Packers won the game. I went into this game being like, I think the Packers need the game more than the Bears, given the fact that it's at home for the Packers and the Bears are ahead of them in the standings. When we play again in 2 weeks, the Bears will need the game more than the Packers. Like, it will be a must win.
Yeah, and now you get the Browns next week.
That's a must. I think that's a can't lose.
Are these all must wins?
The Browns is a can't lose.
Cannot lose to the Browns.
You cannot lose to the Browns.
Can't lose to Shedeur.
The Packers is a must win.
And then
it's a hard schedule. Like, there is a world where 11-6 doesn't get you in. The Lions are in the 8th seed right now. I believe the Lions control their own destiny because they played the Bears again week 18 and they've already beaten us once. So, I mean, this is what the NFC is. You go from the number 1 seed to the number 7 seed like that. It sucks. But again, this is like, people are going to say this is, loser talk, but this season was always about Ben Johnson being for real, Caleb Williams' growth. Everything else is like a cherry on top. I really, really want them to go to the playoffs because they put themselves in a position to get to the playoffs, and it would be very disappointing if they didn't. But if you put it in perspective, the other 2 things have happened, and like the team has a bright future.
I think that the Packers looked like the team that would be maybe favored to win the Super Bowl. The way they played today.
Over your Seahawks?
The way they played today, I think that the Packers, if you have to go to Green Bay.
What are you shaking your head, Max?
Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
If you have to go
Seahawks
to Green Bay, though.
But the Seahawks and Rams both could get the 1 seed.
They could get the 1 seed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a possibility, but I'm saying the way that the Packers played today, the offense looks like it might be fixed-ish.
So who would you take? You take the Packers over the Rams and the Seahawks?
I think it's a group of 3 right there.
Okay. Not the Eagles?
Bummer. Yeah, they are. Bummer. I mean, can you imagine the Packers playing a game like the Eagles play?
Yeah.
Offensively?
Eagles have beat the Packers last 3 times we played them.
I know, it is a bummer.
Last 3 times. Since the beginning of last year, they beat them 3
times. The Packers are no longer bummers.
3-0 since the beginning of last year.
Are no longer bummers offensively right now.
I'd agree with you. I mean, the Bears are I think can play with anyone, but I wouldn't put us in that category because you have to beat the Packers to be able to prove that you can.
Yeah. I think with the Packers, you've got Micah Parsons.
He wasn't. There was a lot of maybe holding calls today. I'll say that.
I was about to say.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of maybe holding calls today. What do you want me to say?
Well,
there was a lot of maybe holding calls
If they don't
today.
call it, then it's not holding.
You can't complain about it if you win.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
And if they don't call it, then it's not holding.
Yeah. But yeah, I know that people want me to be more bummed than I am, but they control everything. When we play the Packers again in 2 weeks, if they lose that game, that will be very, very, very demoralizing.
You know what?
You get another shot at them. It was always kind of the way the schedule worked out with 2 games in 3 weeks. It's like you got to find a way to split it. And round 1 went to the Packers. Got to win the second one.
It was a measuring stick game.
Yeah,
You guys saw. I think where you ended up is exactly where you are.
one play away.
Yeah, you're one touchdown away, and I don't think that the Bears. They shouldn't be pissed off. They played very hard.
We got to fix the secondary. Felt like, I don't know if you guys, because you guys were in here getting your spray tans, but it just felt like there was miscommunications. There was a couple times where guys were just like running wide open.
I'm going to correct you on one thing real quick. We weren't getting our spray tans during this game. Hank and I were sitting in this room in our underwear watching the game on TV together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But there felt like there was just some miscommunications.
We weren't allowed to put our clothes back on. We had to sit there and just air dry. So I was sitting in this chair. Hank was over there. At one
That's
point,
hilarious.
We convinced ourselves we didn't look bad, and then people would walk in and be like, "Oh my god!"
yeah, we'd just be looking at each other. And we get used to each other, and then we'd be like, "All right, this isn't that bad." And then memes would walk and be like, "Oh, Mike, this is the most racist thing I've ever seen." And I'd turn around, and leave. At one point, Hank had his legs up on your desk.
I saw that with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Or pants.
Yeah, but the Bears secondary did not have a great day. And again, we don't have a pass rush, which is a problem because that's how you win playoff.
How do we feel
Weren't
about
you missing guys in your secondary today?
Well, so Jalen Johnson's back. Kyler Gordon got hurt in warmups. He played last week. I think he's gotten hurt in warmups 2 times this year, I believe.
never stretch?
And then Tyreek Stevenson's out. We've had guys out. It's not an excuse. It's just more. Again, I think it's the step up in this is a compliment to what Matt LaFleur does and Jordan Love. We played a string of not the best quarterbacks. We played a very good quarterback today, and your secondary is a lot more vulnerable.
And now you got Shador next week, though.
Shadas.
Very good quarterback.
Shadas.
What do you think about the blow-by handshake?
I love it. I mean, we said it on Friday's show that like remember when we talked to Ben Johnson and he's like, yeah, I don't really know Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
And like they don't like each other. They shouldn't. It's fun. This will be, and this was maybe a little brother thing that a lot of Packers fans were saying, but I think Packers fans for the first time are like, oh, the Bears have a really good coach and things are going in the right direction. It felt like it was an awesome game to watch.
What I like about the execution by LaFleur and the blow-by handshake is put his hand out there and then took off immediately after slapping his back.
Yeah.
You never see a coach run away unless it's an intentional blow-by.
Yeah.
They hit the Jets.
I want it. I don't want Ben Johnson to like Matt LaFleur. I don't want Matt LaFleur to like Ben Johnson. We got to play again in 2 weeks. See what happens.
That's a must-win.
Yeah. 11-6 could not be a playoff team. It's crazy in the NFC.
It is crazy. I think it will end up being a playoff team if you get to 11-6, but you don't want to leave it up to chance.
There's a reasonable, but just look at who's in like the teams that are in the playoffs right now in the NFC, and I mean the Rams are 10-3, the Packers are 9-3, the Eagles and Bucs are going to win their division, and the Seahawks are at the 5 seed at 10-3. Mm-hmm. So it's not crazy to say that 11-6 misses the playoffs.
The Niners 9-4.
We play the Niners. That will be a
Niners.
massive game as well. We have just the Browns game is the last game that I'm like
Big game cat.
yeah. Mm-hmm. The Browns game is the last game that the Bears will be favored to win, should win. If they don't win, it's going to be an absolute shocker. The last 3 weeks of the season are Packers, Niners, Lions. Those are all playoff teams.
Yep.
So fighting for the playoffs. We'll see. All right. Last game, Chiefs. We touched on it. Texans are going to finish 12-5. I'm in trouble with my pick. Texans are good.
The Texans look good. Their offense did not look great in the second half, though. They kind of slowed down, took their foot off the gas, and that's what made the decision by Andy Reid to go for it on 4th and 1 on his own 30 so confusing.
10 minutes left in the game. The Texans were up 10-0 in the first half, and they open the second half. The Chiefs defense gets the Chiefs back in the game. They force, was it 5 punts? 5 punts. Texans second half drives before that play. J.J. Watt replied to me, this is bad. 3 plays, -4 yards, punt. 3 plays, 2 yards, punt. 3 plays, 0 yards, punt. 3 plays, 0 yards, punt. 6 plays, 19 yards, punt. Why would you go for it on 4th and 1 on your own 31-yard line? That's insane.
I get why they did the second one made a little bit more sense.
Second one's fine because you're
the
down
4th and
7.
1 from your own 30, that is something that Dan Campbell has thought about and been talked out of. Like, I don't know why Andy Reid decided to do that right there.
Did he think all of a sudden the Chiefs were just the Chiefs from 2 years ago? Because they're not. They make mistakes. They drop balls. Patrick Mahomes does not look as sharp as he has had moments where he's looked sharp this season, but overall he has not looked as sharp from his MVP years. Bucker doinked one. Like, they don't have any powers left.
They don't have any offensive linemen.
Yep.
They lost, was it their left tackle on like the 3rd play of the game?
It was, I think, the first play.
Maybe the first. It was gnarly. Hyperextended his leg. He's gone. I don't know why they decided to do that. I think that the Chiefs could have very easily won this game.
By punting.
By punting. You got to punt to win. Watch some Iowa football, Andy. But this decision made 0 sense in the moment. Regardless of if they made it, it was still like, is Andy Reid okay?
Right. Because the Texans defense, we know, is the best defense in the NFL. And they showed it by harassing Patrick Mahomes all night. And even when the Texans offense wasn't electric, they made big play after big play and stopped the Chiefs over and over. I just don't get it. It made no sense. You have to win this game if you're the Chiefs. And now you're in. I mean, you already said they're done, and I think you were right.
I declared them done on Thanksgiving. Yeah,
their path is so they have to win every single game, and then they also need help.
Yep,
like a lot of help at this point.
And I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've seen from the Chiefs this year that would make you afraid of the Chiefs in the playoffs? Just this year?
No. The only thing that makes you afraid of the Chiefs is the fact that it's still Patrick Mahomes. And every dork online is like the Chiefs actually are number 2 in DVOA and the best team ever to the best team ever to be under 500.
Well, if you compare them to last year when they had a good record, there's a lot of things about this year where you're actually looking at it and saying this offense looks like they're improved over last year, but they're not a good team.
Yeah,
they don't do small things good. They're
6th in DVOA.
You were talking about the drops. Yeah, you have not seen Chiefs teams drop balls like this in important situations like we're seeing this year.
Kelsey looks like he's ready to retire, and I mean that with all due respect because he's had a Hall of Fame career, but that last hit he took did not look fun. I mean, the Texans beat you up to a level that I have not seen in a while, where it's like, think about what they did to Josh Allen. Think about that hit on, was it Xavier Worthy? Rashee Rice. Car crash. Travis Kelsey, car crash. Not car crash. Yeah. But another car crash for him.
Yeah, no, second one.
This one wasn't his fault.
He had to stay on scene.
Yeah, this one was not his fault. This one was Patrick Mahomes' fault.
He was slow to leave the scene of this one.
But that's what they're doing. They're like manning. They're manhandling people.
Andy Reid got his tonsils tickled tonight.
Yeah.
He choked.
I got to find a quote about Andy Reid. I'm so baffled by that decision, given the game flow and what their defense was doing. It's nuts.
It is kind of crazy to see Chiefs fans this mad at Andy Reid too.
I know. But this is the first time where I'm like, has Andy Reid lost it? Because I still cannot understand that decision. Like, no part of it made sense to me.
It doesn't.
And again, if we're the Chiefs, remember the Chiefs when they were rolling, not last year was a little different because they were winning those games, but like 2 years ago and then all the way back to when it all started. They were getting those 4th and 1 situations to just be automatic.
Yeah,
it
they
would be
would-
an absolute automatic first down every single time. There's nothing you could do about it.
They would put Tyreek Hill in motion and then have him just running out and then hit him easily and he'd get 3 yards.
Yeah.
And it was not a question. It was a cheat code. And now, yeah, they do look like they're – I don't know if they're fully broken yet,
I think they're broken.
but they're as broken as the Chiefs have ever been.
And the Texans are going to go 12-5. They play the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Colts. I think they're going to win out. I think they're going to go 12-5. I think they're the most dangerous team in the AFC right now in terms of just their defense. Not the. I mean, I still think the Patriots or Broncos at home would cause a problem for them because their offense. It's not a great offense, but their defense just keeps them in every game.
But I see signs of life from the offense.
Yeah,
I like
Nico
what-
Collins early. He had like 100 yards before the game was even in the second quarter.
I like what Woody Marks is doing. C.J. Stroud looks like he's better. Like he's making some plays that are like above replacement level plays. Mm-hmm. And there were times this year where I'd watch Davis Mills and I'd be like, he's got pretty good command of this offense.
Yep.
But now I'm seeing the C.J. Stroud where he is actually like a difference maker in this offense. So yeah, I think the Texans are for real.
Yeah, my pinky's in trouble. We'll have to figure it out. It's gonna suck. I even looked. Their odds to win the Super Bowl are 13-1. It's not even like good enough for me to drop a bomb on them.
13-1's not bad.
But I was hoping they were like 30-1. I should have done it 4 weeks ago. Stupid. What on DraftKings? Are they 11-1? No, 13-1.
I think Texans going in Foxborough in the playoffs. What are you thinking?
Slugfest.
Tough game.
Bring your salt.
Yeah.
They are.
You think they'll wear the Letterman jackets
I
again?
don't. I do not.
Yeah, I don't think they'll wear the Letterman jackets.
D'Amico should bring that back.
He should. Yeah, he's a really good coach.
Yeah.
Really good team. I'm going to try to find out this. You do. He did say, I put the guys in bad positions offensively. I take full responsibility. Yeah, no duh, dude. We talk about football. We love football. We obviously don't know everything that goes into all these things in the decision making, and the coaches are so much smarter than us. But every now and then there's a decision where you can be like, what was that? Why would you ever do that? And that was that decision.
It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy that he did that. The way that the defense had been playing and the Texas offense looked in that second half, I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a couple more ads and let's talk some college football and who's back, and we'll send everyone on their way.
Before we get back to part of my take, it's brought to you by our great friends over at The Farmer's Dog. The Farmer's Dog is delicious dog food, and you know that it's time for a fresh approach to dog food, and that's where The Farmer's Dog comes in. It's developed by board-certified nutritionists. The Farmer's Dog is human-grade dog food that's made with real meat and veggies, gently cooked to preserve nutrients. Traditional pet food is highly processed, difficult to portion correctly, but the Farmer's Dog has changed that with their fresh-made food. They take the guesswork out of the serving sizes. They precisely portion your dog's food based on their unique nutritional needs. Blake absolutely loves his Farmer's Dog food. He's waiting for it every morning. He's waiting for it every evening at dinner time. He loves the Farmer's Dog, always cleans his plate. They have 24/7 customer support. They've got real people that work there. Sometimes you have a burning question about your dog's food at 2 a.m. They've got your back. They deliver it right to your door. They automatically send you new food as soon as you're running low, and it's pre-portioned packs, easy to serve, and they ensure that your dog is eating the right amount. You can get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/bigcat. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/bigcat. Get 50% off with The Farmer's Dog. Great dog food. Your pet will love it. They'll love you for buying them delicious food.
Stella loves it.
I've gone up several points in Blake's eyes since we started feeding him The Farmer's Dog. And these games are also brought to you by Campbell's. It's chunky season. What are you boys craving this NFL season? You know what I'm craving?
Soupy.
Soup.
I'm craving soup. Big Cat's thinking soupy.
I am.
Hank, you're thinking soupy. How could you not be thinking soupy? It's soup season. No soup satisfies all your cravings like Chunky. Chunky is bold, meaty, and has all the craveable flavors you need to tackle your hunger. Go pick up a can of Chunky today. Crush your cravings. They have flavors like beefy mac, chili dog mac, buffalo style mac, so many more. Don't forget, Chunky can satisfy all your cravings this NFL season. Hank, what are you craving this NFL? An ice pack?
Soupy. No, soupy.
You need an ice pack?
Hot soupy.
Hot soupy. You feeling chunky?
Yeah.
Hank, you like the chili dog mac, right?
It's my favorite kind.
Chunky season, baby. Since Chunky's got the food covered, what else are you guys craving this NFL season?
Double soupy.
I'm craving a
Back to back.
I'm craving a positivity bunny.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I'm craving.
Yeah.
Maybe a positivity bunny that's got a can of chunky soup in his basket. Now that would be a bunny I would feel good about. Mm-hmm. Chunky's everything you crave. No matter what you crave, when you crave it, Chunky delivers 110%. Chunky.
Okay, let's talk some college football. Actually, before we do that, Max, throwback question, rhoback.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase, Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, rhoback.com, promo code TAKE. What's your score prediction for Monday Night Football?
They're probably going to lose.
What? After all that?
No, I think they win.
The bunny hasn't done shit.
No, I was thinking about that, though. Remember when we were talking to Stanford Steve and we were like, the only way to get me positive about the Eagles is to listen to someone else talk shit about the Eagles.
Then you feel like you have to
and
stand
then I
up
feel
for
like
your
I have
birds.
to
Yeah.
I have to defend.
So we did that for you.
You did.
You're welcome.
You did, because I'm still very negative on this team, but it's been so long since they played the Bears that the longer and longer time passes, the more I forget about how bad they are.
Okay, so
But
you're back.
I still think they're going to win tomorrow. They're going to find a way. Tomorrow they're going to find a way.
Big changes.
Drastic
changes.
And the bunny's good vibes. I feel like I got to be good vibes for the bunny.
Yeah. Okay, college football. PFT, you're in the playoff. JMU's in.
Yeah. It's surreal to even hear it or to even think it.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Listen, don't get me wrong. Well, first of all, I'm not going to apologize for being in the playoff.
fuck that.
Fuck that. I'm not JMU's in the playoff. We're playing against Oregon. Great team. I bet on JMU to cover at 21.5 when the line came out. I think that there's a good chance that JMU can cover that. I don't think that we're as bad as we've been made out, because what's happened the last couple of days is it's become like a JMU or Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Like which team?
People don't understand
Which
how
team
it
do
works.
you think is better at football? Probably Notre Dame. I would have Notre Dame in there for sure if it was about the top 12 teams, but it's not about the top 12 teams. And with the rules that they came up with, because the conferences are greedy and the entire production is about the money, these are the rules that they settled on. I'm not going to apologize for JMU making it into the playoffs. I think we're a very good college football team. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And you're right, because the entire rules was the highest 5 conference champions.
Yeah.
And this was a way for the ACC and Big 12 to be like, all right, well, we'll always have one of those.
Yeah. And then the ACC, in all their wisdom, put together the stupidest version of a tie-breaking rule that they could possibly come up with, which then forced a championship game between UVA and Duke and led them into this entire situation. You should be mad at the ACC for this mess. Don't be mad at JMU. We're just benefiting from the rules that were put in place. And I'm proud. I'm proud of JMU for stepping up and just in a few short years going from the FCS level to Division 1A, and we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're playing playoff football.
By the way, I think JMU is better than Virginia and Duke.
So JMU would be favored against Duke. I made that point the other night, and then a bunch of people that don't know anything about football are like, Duke would be favored by 10 points. No, JMU is a good football team. We played in our championship game for the Sun Belt on Friday night in Harrisonburg. Technically a neutral site game, by the way that the rules are set up. I don't get it. Kind of a sloppy first half, but the defense is special, and the defense just does not allow points in the second half. We've got a legit.
What was it that?
He was a cheerleader.
Chant.
chanter?
No. Common misconception.
cheerleader.
It was
Lead
it was-
cheer
Yeah.
It was,
guy?
He's
It
like
was,
the Texas A&M guy.
it was
head of cheering
It
department?
was chant leader. They made
got
that
it.
very clear on the graphic they put out. The chant leader. I led the chant
Did they throw you in
in
the
the
air?
stadium. I don't remember
They
because I
toss
was
you around?
absolutely hammered when I did it. But I was out there with the Duke dog, gave him a couple hugs. It was a cool environment to be in, and to see JMU win the Sun Belt Championship. Pretty special night. But if you're looking at JMU, they've got some legit stars on defense. Zahir White is going to be a mega star in college football. He's probably not going to stick around Harrisonburg next year. I would imagine he's going to I'll probably be offered at UCLA or any number of major programs. And then we've got an outstanding defense. great running back, and a hot and cold quarterback. And when he's hot, we should be able to cover the spread against Oregon. If he's cold, maybe not. But yeah, it was a great night. And then on Saturday, I had to root for my Dukies, my Blue Devils. They pulled it off.
Crazy game.
Being part of the Brotherhood for one night, I wanted to puke the entire time.
Well, it's also Duke. That was the most Duke game possible, where they just kept on leaving Virginia time, and Duke's defense stinks, and Virginia scoring and getting it to go to overtime. You're like, God damn it, how does this keep happening?
I thought it was game over. Also, want to make this point. Our college football expert, Brandon Walker, after every game of the college football season had been played, he still picked it wrong.
Yeah.
And he picked Duke. He said Duke was going to go in.
Duke's going to sneak in.
Duke's going to sneak into the playoff. JMU is out. Every game had been played. JMU, per ESPN, was a 99.9% chance of getting in. And Brandon Walker still missed on his college football playoff prediction.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was an interesting data
Crazy.
point.
But so the bracket is out. We talked about it on Wednesday, but the committee, which had fucked up for a month, putting Notre Dame ahead of Miami, even though they played a game and Miami won that game, they reverse it this week. Miami's in, Notre Dame's out. That part sucks. Miami should be in over Notre Dame. Notre Dame being out sucks, because I do think Notre Dame is unquestionably one of the top 10 teams in the country, and to not have them in a college football playoff to decide a champion is stupid. But that's also, the system is stupid, because it just is. Like, it's just stupid. I don't understand it. I mean, Alabama, I personally think shouldn't have been in. Alabama fans will get mad about that. I think Notre Dame should have been in over them. Alabama lost to dog shit Florida State. They don't want conference championship games to matter. That also is just so stupid. Why even play the games? The whole thing makes no sense. Either way, Notre Dame is out. Notre Dame has now said they are not going to go to a bowl game. At first, I was like, that is the saltiest thing I've ever heard. They're being such babies. You get an extra 3 weeks of practice. You get your freshmen some reps, all these things, try out young guys. Then it came out that they were basically like, we're not going to let ESPN benefit from having a bowl game with our brand in it and get a bunch of ratings. And now I'm on Notre Dame's side, because fuck ESPN. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I mean,
I love that move.
I mean, this was in my opinion, this was a great test for Notre Dame. The fact that you declined a bowl game tells me you were not worthy of getting into the college football play. You don't truly love football enough.
I love this move by them, because they basically were like, ESPN dragged us, the committee dragged us. Because Notre Dame is right that if they played in a bowl game, it would be the most watched bowl game that's not a college football playoff game, and probably more watched than some of the college football playoff games. They're like, no, we're not letting you do that. We're not giving you the ratings.
Notre Dame said that they blamed the committee for giving them false hope, which is fair.
Yes.
The committee absolutely 100%. The committee fucked up. This is the true enemy, is the college football playoff committee. They fucked this up too by having Miami so far behind Notre Dame for so long, inching them up closer and closer together, just to get to a point where they could put them on the line underneath Notre Dame. And then they could say, okay, we're just going to focus on head-to-head. Hunter Yurchek said he told the rest of the committee to go back and watch the Miami-Notre Dame game, the head-to-head game, before they made their final pick, which is essentially Hunter Yurchek saying Miami should be in over Notre Dame at this point, which, by the way, is the correct take to have. But the fact that he had to try to reverse engineer it to get here while having Notre Dame ahead of them, neither one of them plays a game. Oh, by the way, Alabama gets beat in their championship game, and they don't drop at all.
Not only that,
and BYU gets beat, and then BYU drops because, in his weird logic, Alabama, their previous game against Georgia was better because that was a game against the eventual conference champion.
Right. But not only that, but they moved Alabama up ahead of Notre Dame last week when Alabama didn't kill Auburn.
Yeah.
And Hunter Yurchek got in front of everyone and was like, well, they played a really impressive first half against a tough rival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alabama, I'm going to watch the games. Alabama has a team. Ty Simpson, I think, is really, really good. Alabama has a team that could probably play with anyone, But if you're just looking at how they have played down the stretch, and yes, some of the competition might be tougher, but Alabama was in a absolute dogfight with a bad South Carolina team. Alabama lost to an Oklahoma team that has a good resume, but Oklahoma gets outgained by everyone, and Oklahoma hasn't been a world beater. And then Alabama struggled with Auburn, and then got absolutely killed by Georgia. Alabama's not been playing good football in the last month. I don't understand how that doesn't count.
No, they got smoked, and the committee's in a weird position where they have to say that they will not punish teams for playing in a conference championship game.
By the way, if that were the case, then Ohio State should be the number 1 seed.
That's true, and BYU should still be in there.
Should still be in.
But they have to say that because I understand the premise behind it, that like a team that does not go to their conference championship should not be in a better position because they don't have another possible loss.
Correct.
I get that, but then also you do end up watching the game.
And Georgia.
And you evaluate teams based on how they play in that game. Unless they're Alabama,
right,
which you stick to your guns and you do not ding them for losing that game in a game that they got the shit kicked out of them.
They got throttled.
And it wasn't close. And it was like a sad statement at the end of that game where Alabama was clearly just trying to get a little bit of respect from the committee.
Mm-hmm.
There was also this that came out this afternoon from Ross Dellinger. I don't know if you saw this, Big Cap, but it was about Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They said there was an MOU, I think that's Memorandum of Understanding, signed last spring. Notre Dame is assured of a CFP berth if it is ranked in the top 12 starting next year. So they signed that last spring.
They need it this year.
And if this exact same situation played out next year, then Miami would have gotten kicked out of the playoff. Notre Dame would have been put in.
Yeah, they need it this year. The other story. So the buys are Indiana's the number 1 overall seed, which they're much deserving. That was an incredible. I know going into that game, I think I even said I wish these games meant more. If you watch the Big Ten championship game, that crowd was electric. That game meant so much to Indiana. It meant a lot to Ohio State too. They wanted to win a Big Ten championship game. That was a big game feel. I know it didn't end up mattering because they both were getting buys no matter what. But credit to Indiana. The turnaround that Indiana and Curt Cignetti have done it's just mind-blowing. It doesn't make sense. It's like the Leicester City. Remember when they won the EPL? Indiana was the losingest college football program of all time, and then they just won the Big Ten title against Ohio State in the second year of Curt Cignetti. It's just insane. They're like the best story. Mendoza, while his interview might have been a little awkward, he's an absolute dog.
I thought it was pretty flipping great.
People thought I was saying that it was weird. I made an offhand just joke about how he lost the Heisman in that interview.
Yeah.
Clearly a joke. He did not. He's probably the Heisman Trophy winner, and he deserves it. A lot of people were like, "Oh, because he said God, you don't like him." It's like I wasn't talking. I didn't even know he said God. It was the flipping and the fact that he stared through our soul.
You do hate God, though.
I do not hate God.
It sounded anti-God.
It was he stared through our soul and dropped a flipping in our face.
The flipping was an aggressive flipping.
And it felt like a wrestling promo.
It did. He was cutting one, and then it's just very funny to compare him to some of the other Heisman favorites out there and see the personalities between
Diego.
Pavia and Mendoza are the angel and the demon on the shoulder of college football. I like that we have them both. I like that we're going to have both of them probably in New York.
Yeah.
And I like that we get to see some behind-the-scenes interactions between Mendoza and Pavia. That's going to be electric.
And Mendoza's an absolute stud. I mean, he makes big throw after big throw. And just because he's a little quirky doesn't mean he's not an awesome quarterback and probably a good dude. People were calling him Turbo Kirk Cousins, which I thought was funny.
Listen, Kirk Cousins has made almost $500 million playing football.
Fernando Mendoza is going to be good in the NFL. I believe that. And so Indiana, incredible story. Texas Tech absolutely dominated BYU. It was kind of a uneventful, like all the games. There weren't, besides the Big Ten championship game and obviously the ACC championship game.
Yeah,
there were some blowouts, not great games, but we have a bracket. And it's so funny that we go year to year because last year we didn't have enough teams to fill out a 12-team bracket. This year, did you see someone tweeted out the 16-team bracket, and I was like, God damn it, I want that.
It looks good.
So bad.
And then you get teams that are just outside the 16 bracket that would be
I
complaining
want it.
about it. That's what.
No, 16 this year, I don't need to see anyone outside the 16. Like, I think Michigan would have been the first team out. Don't need to see them play football again.
It's just, if you don't finish, it's not like it's the days of old when it was like 4 teams. And there were some great teams that were not put in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And they had every right. In this, at the end of the day, you can just be like, well, you shouldn't have lost those games.
Yeah. Shouldn't have lost those games. Yeah, the 16-team bracket would be Indiana versus USC, Utah versus Ohio State. Wait, do they not have JMU in this one? Oh, this is a bullshit one. Never mind.
That's
this
without
the
group of
rankings.
5.
That's without group of 5.
This is just the rankings list right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but if you put in the group of
But
5.
like Vanderbilt should any other year, Vanderbilt is probably in. Texas is a team that could probably beat anyone. BYU had a great season, so it sucked this year.
Yeah.
It really does. But I don't know.
Go Duke.
Yeah.
Thank you, Duke. Appreciate you. That was some real sick shit that memes did for me. I appreciate that memes.
Oh yeah, he's just putting you on Coach K.
He put
constantly.
me on all the Coach K pictures. Yeah.
We'll talk some more college football in the next week or two about the playoff. We have, the boys, the 20th, mega day, mega football day. We have 3 college football playoff games. We have Commanders Eagles. We have JMU Oregon, Bears Packers. We're gonna stream them all.
There could be a lot of pain on that.
It's gonna be a mega day.
The sickos. You might have yourself a field day.
Imagine if you.
So I keep going back and forth between being like, Oregon is so good, they're gonna boat race us.
Listen.
But then I'm like, what if
At some point, one of these teams
yes.
is gonna pull an upset.
But also, what did I say to you last night?
There's going to
PFT?
be a team. There's going to be a team that does it, that wins. And what if we're that team?
PFT, what did I say to you last night? Wisconsin is dog shit.
Yeah.
We kept it within. We lost by 14 to Oregon. Like, they didn't blow our doors off.
Yeah.
We're a bad football team.
Penn State lost in overtime. Penn State stunk.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a great point, Max.
Like,
JMU has a legit defense, like an awesome defense, and a pretty good offense too. We'll see how it stacks up in Oregon. I don't know.
Also, what if you?
What if we just won?
What if you spoil the Eagles season at the same time?
What if it was
What
Commanders?
if you do both?
What if Commanders? What are we gonna do if Commanders win? If JMU beats Oregon and the Bears beat the Packers? First
would
of all,
be
will
mad
that
at us.
parlay play out?
A lot. People would be mad at us.
It might be like the
might
least listened to episode ever.
And we might never put out an episode if we put enough money on it.
Yeah, that's true. This is our retirement fund. Like, what if that happens? There's always a 12-5 upset.
Right.
You know that. You've
I'm
watched
gonna
enough
go
college
for you.
hoops.
Yeah. There is always a 12-5 upset. All right, filibuster for a second. I'm gonna try to duplicate what it would look like.
Okay.
How?
Because the Commanders are gonna probably be like what, 10-point dogs?
That
Something
game
like-
is
Something
Commanders
like
are
that.
home in that game.
Yeah, I think probably, let's say 8.5.
Okay.
8.5 point dogs. That's a look ahead line.
Okay.
It's Mariota.
And the Bears are
8.5.
gonna be.
What, Max?
The Bears are gonna be probably, I don't know. I guess it depends on how the Packers, but let's just say they're gonna be like 2-point dogs.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
And JMU is 20.5 point underdogs right now.
Okay. I'm gonna find this. Keep filibustering.
So, did you guys see the snowballs on Friday night?
Yeah, you were throwing them at people.
I was threatening to. I was told that I would be asked to leave if I threw snowballs at the crowd.
Okay.
Cheerleaders can't do that.
Cheerleaders are not allowed to do that. Neither are chant leaders. It goes both ways.
For the small price of $50,000, we could make $3.5 million.
For how much?
50,000. $3.5 million.
What if it happened though?
What's 500?
$35 million.
No, $500.
$500.
500,000. I thought you meant.
$500.
If we put $5 million on it, we could win $351 million.
Oh shit. That's Saudi money.
And just for the small price of $50 million bet, it would be $3.5 billion. See ya. Podcast over. We do it last episode. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
would 100% do this, the final episode. It would probably do such numbers that we'd be like, we have to come back and record next week. Jamie's probably going to lose, but I'm not going to apologize for being in the playoffs.
You get hyped up for this game. It's going to be awesome.
It's incredible. Bob Chesney's on his way out. He's sticking around to coach the team. One thing I'm curious about, though, is what Billy Napier is going to do as Bob Chesney is coaching the team through the end of the year. Like, is he
probably going to come by. He's probably going to be at the facility trying to talk to guys and tell them, please stay.
Yeah, apparently I've heard that Chesney hit up a lot of the dudes that got recruited this year and was like, hey, don't decommit. We're getting a great coach. Stick around.
Love that.
Yeah, so.
The anti-Signetti.
Good vibes. Good vibes. Well, there are a lot of JMU players on this Indiana team.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Signetti's, he's an incredible coach.
He's also a psychopath.
Yeah, of course he
in the
is.
best way ever.
Yes.
When they won the Big Ten championship, and the man did not crack a smile.
No.
He had the same frown on his face.
I think he said a year too late.
That's incredible.
Like we should have done it last year.
Every team should want a Signetti.
He's awesome. Okay, let's finish up the show. Who's Back of the Week? It is brought to you by Twisted Tea. Who's Back of the Week is sponsored by Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea is the perfect beverage to keep the good times going this holiday season, whether you're in charge of drinks for your family's holiday party, heading to the hometown dive bars to stay warm during your time off, hitting a late season game or the slopes, or looking for the perfect gift for your loved ones. Twisted Tea is there to turn your holiday season up a notch and make a good time a great time. We love Twisted Tea. It goes down so smooth. The half and half, the peach, the original. So make sure to grab a few cases of Twisted Tea this season, and whatever you do, keep it twisted. Henry, you look so good.
I don't. But thank you. I got a couple. First one, Lando Norris.
Push.
What happened?
Dub.
I watched.
Lost the pole. Won the race.
I watched.
I did not.
I watched.
It was over before I woke up.
I watched the last 45 seconds.
No naps.
Because someone tweeted and was like,
Can't sleep?
I just said no naps. I said no naps. That's why you're so rested today.
What?
Because you slept in.
What the fuck?
You didn't take a
What
nap
time did it
today.
end?
You did not take a nap today because you
No.
you slept through it.
No.
I want to say it ended like around 8:30.
You need your sleep.
Everyone needs their sleep. You need your sleep, old man.
I do need my sleep.
I need my sleep. I get no sleep.
I don't. That was a crazy comment.
What time did you sleep till?
Probably 8:30.
Oh, so you could have watched.
9. I woke up.
It was
I
electric.
thought it was gonna still be on. I woke up, checked my phone. It was over.
I did see someone tweet me. We had it wrong. We should have been rooting for Verstappen
Why?
because they said Lando and his fans are kind of like the pussy boys, and
That's not us.
not us. No, but their freak out would have been all time.
Okay.
So we missed out on an all time freak out.
From the Pussy Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not me. I'm
I
not
like
claiming
Lando.
it.
I'm
not claiming it.
I like Lando.
I'm not claiming that.
So wait, did this end up being an all-time choke job?
No. He,
Other way
finished
around.
third.
Other way
so yeah, I
around.
turned
Okay.
it on and he was like, Verstappen wins, Lando finishes third, Lando wins. And then I just I turned it off.
Would have been cool. Whatever. My other Who's Back of the Week, more importantly, Coach Doug's.
Yes.
EA Sports
Yes.
College Football 26. We teased it last week. Bracket came out Sunday. It's official. Coach Doug's officially back Wednesday and Thursday and possibly the week after.
I'm fucked.
No, we're gonna do it. We got a good plan.
No,
We're gonna
I haven't
out
played the
bracket.
game.
We got some defensive
Yeah.
coordinators. We got some help. We got some people to help you win a national championship with Coach Doug's.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a stream starting Wednesday. We'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next Friday. And I'm going to play each game. So I'm going to spin the wheel to see which team I am. And I'm going to play offense, and then we're going to have different defensive coordinators from the office. Memes is going to be one of them. Zach, are you going to be one of them? Hank, you're going to be one of them. And I have to beat the computer more times than I lose, and if I don't, I'll do some kind of punishment.
Why don't you have one of the Bush guys come in?
I might have to. But it's going to be fun. We're going to play every single game in the college football playoff to get you ready for the college football playoff. It's going to be very fun. So, Coach Doug's is back. PFT, if you want
Duke's
to,
here.
yeah.
Love that.
Oh,
Imagine. Just
if we get, I mean, you don't want me to get JMU.
No, I want you to fucking destroy the Ducks.
No, you want me to get Oregon because then you have a chance to beat Oregon. Yeah,
that's true.
Yes, that you could post that graphic because if I get JMU, we're in trouble. I haven't played the game.
What if you just went off?
Memes, you're gonna need to get me going with the game the next couple days.
I disagree. I like the JMU quarterback at NCAA.
Okay, so Memes, you're gonna have to get me going though with a playbook and maybe a crash course.
Okay.
Would you say he's better in NCAA than Moore?
He's a quarterback of my ultimate team.
Oh,
how'd you do?
Very good.
Did you get fired?
No, not you. You can't get fired on ultimate team.
Oh, sick.
Nice. Would you have?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, excited though. So tune in.
Can't be playoffs. Can't be a bracket this time of year.
The best.
Wednesday night.
Are we at PMT YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. So tune in. And Zach, who's a streamer now, is going to be there. Okay, PFT, your who's back?
My who's back of the week is rigging the World Cup draw.
Yeah.
I told you it was going to happen. I never thought how rigged it possibly could get, but it was so rigged. It was a beautiful thing. They had it on Friday, and Tom Brady was there. Wayne Gretzky was there. What was the name of the country that he tried to pronounce? Curacao?
You're looking at me like I watched this fucking
Curacao? Hank, well, let me just give you a brief rundown of what the draw was all about.
Wayne Gretzky was did he say, like, I think the country Jordan? He was like Jordan?
No, it was Curacao.
No, I know, but he also
God
said
forbid.
Jordan.
Jordan, yeah. He was not one for pronunciation or enunciation, that Wayne. A little taste of what it was like. If you've never watched any FIFA presentation, it does usually come with a customary 30-minute introduction talking about how FIFA is the most important thing in the world and how if everybody was more like FIFA, there would be no wars, everybody would be happy. I think that at one point they called themselves the number one purveyor of joy in the world. Fact check, true. Everybody knows that. FIFA is the best. So it started off with about usually 30 minutes. This ended up being 90 minutes of FIFA dick sucking, where they just did a 90-minute commercial for themselves. And then they brought out the presidents of the United States, Canada, and Mexico, where they then drew their own country's names out of a giant bowl. Just the theatrics and the pageantry was outstanding. And then they finally got to the actual draw after about 90 minutes of it. And credit to Shaq. Shaq went out there for America, and he drew Australia for the U.S. men's national team in our group. Australia was the very last ranked team in Group 2, meaning they were the worst team we possibly could have played in Group 2, giving us the easiest path to the World Cup. There he is. There's Shaq rocking Australia like a boss. Love you, Shaq. Great job. So then U.S. ended up getting Paraguay in their group and also another team to be named later, depending on how the qualification goes. But the bottom line is it's always the most rigged thing ever. And this was just outstanding in how rigged it was.
Paraguay good?
Paraguay is towards the bottom of Group C. So that was a good pull on Shaq's part. I don't know if that was Shaq.
It was already rigged because we're in Group A and we're not a Group A team.
Yeah.
So that means we can't play another Group A team.
So the host countries always get put in Group A.
So
when they play,
it was always rigged.
And yeah, this was a great result for the U.S. though.
Kevin Hart, number one short guy in the world.
Yep.
Because every time he was hosting this, and I think in the pre-show meetings, they're like, "Hey, Kevin, we're gonna need at least 10 minutes of you just like standing next to someone tall and like having Shaq pick you up and doing jokes about you being short."
Yeah,
and he just does it. He nails it every time.
He has never turned down a paycheck, and I respect Kevin Hart for that.
Yeah.
But this was as good of a result as we could have hoped for U.S. soccer. No excuse to not get out of our group. Zero excuse.
So then we got to do it.
We got to do it.
All right, my who's back. I got two. One is Jason Whitlock because this college football playoff has got his takes going. So he had some good ones. You ready for it?
I saw one that said, I have deleted a tweet about something.
Oh, I don't know. Here were his two that I bookmarked. It's not a coincidence that a Catholic school got screwed over in all of this. Make of that what you will.
I'm trying to think of any other Christian schools that have been in the college football
Texas
playoff.
Christian.
Texas Christian comes to mind as one. Who else we got? There've definitely been a couple others.
But couldn't you make the same argument that it's not a coincidence that a Mormon school got screwed over?
Yeah, they are Christians.
Yeah,
yes.
but still, they got I think he's talking about Notre Dame.
Okay, Notre Dame, yeah.
And then the other one was, serious question, if Marcus Freeman wore a big gold chain, adopted a flashy nickname, and had rappers on the sideline, how different would the conversation about Notre Dame be this morning?
Very different.
I think they still would have been out.
I don't know. I don't know what he's getting at with that.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to dive into Jason's fat brain.
Yeah.
So
he's saying that if Marcus Freeman were Deion,
who
has also not been in the,
if he was Deion Sanders and Deion Sanders got left out, would people be more upset about Deion Sanders getting left? A lot of people are upset about Notre Dame.
a lot of people. And then my other one is my who's back is Bob Nightingale, because Zach Gallen was a Cub for about 8 minutes on Saturday. It was a great 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So he tweeted on Saturday, the Chicago Cubs are close to finalizing an agreement with free agent starter Zach Gallen on a multi-year deal that will pay him an average of $22 million a year. Gallen, with 3 top 10 Cy Young finishes, has averaged 32 starts a year for the past 4 seasons. Then our guy, Jeff Passan, came in this 8-minute span and was like, there's no deal. It's not even close. And then Bob Nightingale, which should be illegal, edited his tweet and said, update, the Chicago Cubs are hopeful of finalizing an agreement with free agent starter Zach Gallen.
Yeah, so this is the same guy that brought you Arson Judge to the Giants, right?
Yeah, he's famously wrong, but still, when I saw it for those 8 minutes, I was pumped.
I love the fact that you can just be extremely wrong about breaking news as an insider. And also his avatar photo that he has is just an all-timer. I hope he never changes it.
Yeah, but either way, that was a fun 8 minutes. Zach Gallen was a Cub.
Yeah.
Who could forget? Rico and I texted in those 8 minutes. It was awesome. It was great.
Gallen
Day. Zach, finish us off.
I got two quick who's backs today, if that's cool. The first one is I did want to confirm that Tyra Busch did end up defeating.
Let's go
for the Challengers Cup one. There, they got the win. So Perlus, Scrap, Capsule, TJ Haley, they did get the W, even through all the ups and downs. They
Didn't
got it done.
Understand any of that?
Yeah.
They won. So at the bracket format, they got the win.
Say the sentence again.
Those are the players.
So the players are Capsule, TJ Haley, Spartan, Perlus. I should have prefaced with that. That's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the win today. It was big. Got some Challengers points, and also got a prize.
I
money.
have a comparison, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
It's 4 NBA vets winning a G League play-in tournament.
Shit.
Okay.
But not playing.
No, like an in-season tournament. Like if the G League had a regular season, in-season tournament.
4 NBA vets?
Yeah.
These Challenger points do also
They should. You'd be like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, there are
They're playing G Leaguers.
There are other teams that are. There's a lot of teams that are composed of former pros as well, stuff like that.
Shit. But it's still
Well,
good.
yeah, it's
good.
good. They played fantastic.
Busch. Good back to
definitely.
Busch.
Back to Busch.
Definitely.
I found the Jason Whitlock tweet. Here it is. I deleted my tweet speculating that George Pickens might be bipolar.
Oh.
Mistake on my part.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason.
Nice.
Accountability.
Okay, what's your other who's back?
Oh, my second one was the Streamer Awards happened over the weekend.
The Streamer Awards.
Yes, sir.
Who won?
We had a couple good awards go out. You guys are familiar with FaZe Adapt? He won a Breakout Streamer of the Year.
Okay.
He's in a collective there. Cinna won the Sapphire Award. That was pretty sick.
Okay.
That's then we had Clicks won Best Battle Royale Streamer of the Year. It was a great award show. It was a fun night. Everybody showed up, had a great time. It was electric.
Great.
Shout out Clicks.
We got to send you there to cover it next year.
I could definitely cover that for you guys if we need coverage.
Love it. Shouldn't they do this online?
It was broadcasted as well. Yes.
Okay.
Do they do Lifetime Achievement Awards?
No Lifetime Achievement Award
What?
dropped last night. I don't believe.
Oh, Meme's looking for me to say the word. Shane, talk some shit to Max. Get it going. Shane's going to his first ever Chargers game tomorrow night.
I don't have a lot of shit to say.
Talk
Do it.
shit.
Just
Well,
talk
I-
shit.
Well, Herbert might not even play. Super Bowl champs. I don't know. Every time I get a little bit confident, I just get my heart broken every single time.
This is the worst shit talking ever.
Well, I don't have shit to say because then it's just gonna get
Beat their ass.
shot right back into my face.
You know what? Run the ball down their throat.
got the
think
better
Mac looks-
quarterback.
you think Max
Hampton's
looks
back.
skinny?
Hampton's back.
Yeah, Hampton's back. Run the ball down their throat.
I would
you
love
can
that
do
to
that.
happen.
You can do that.
Yeah.
The Bears gave the blueprint.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. Greg Roman, come on.
They have a bunny that they're trying to use to
You sit
fix
across
the
I
from
didn't see
Max.
that. I thought that was fake.
You think he ever smells bad?
No, that was a real story.
Max takes your football.
Max
He does
does
all
take
the
your
time.
football all the time.
Eagles have the same amount of wins against the Packers in the past year and a half than the Bears do since 2015.
What does that have to do with Chargers versus Eagles?
You were talking shit.
No, I wasn't. I was saying that we beat you. We ran the ball down your throat. We gave a blueprint to Shane.
Let's make it happen.
How's that talking shit? That was statements of fact.
No, so was mine.
No, but you were
So was
getting
mine.
upset about it. You were
So
doing
was
insult
mine.
stats. Yeah, the Bears are not good. The Eagles have been good. And when they played, the Bears beat them.
Did you know that A.J. Brown, since he told people to drop him from his fantasy teams, has been on a run? Like, he's been on a really good streak, fantasy-wise?
Yeah,
What a dick.
I know. I don't think anyone dropped him.
I don't think anyone did either.
What a dick, though.
I don't think anyone
I don't
dropped
think
him.
anyone dropped them.
Drop me.
I don't think.
And then he went off.
What have his numbers been?
3.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
He's on it.
He's on it. Guy's on it.
We'll go
Show boys.
100.
22.
100.
Good. It's a good number.
15.
99.
24.
Good luck, memes.
Thank you.
8.
Good luck, Max.
Max. 77.
Good luck, Hank.
Thank you.
Oh. 13.
Ah, so close.
13.
So close.
You want to do one more?
Sure.
What number's Brady Cook?
She's 13.
Is he really?
I don't know.
He's not a
I think
real
he's
quarter.
single digit.
That's
I think
not a
he's
real
single digit.
person.
Yeah, he's 4.
I'll do. Can I change to 4?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll change to 4.
I'll stay with 15.
Number
22.
He's 4. I just. How many times do I have to tell you it's 4?
7.
Oi!
Oh, you're getting so close. Wait. Yeah, you're getting so close. We're going.
Let's do one more.
Do one more? Oh, memes. You're getting so close.
This would be cool.
Memes.
This would be cool.
On the third try, memes gets
Yeah,
3.
Zach said he's rooting for me.
Zach's the only one who's like truly rooting.
Ah, 76.
Texas Tech.
So are the Bulls.
Love you guys.
Not the Knicks.